Hey, Shalom, Akim, Wa'akwa of the elect out of the nation of Israel. We're back out here again in the spirit of prophecy, in the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shai. All praises to him, to the Heavenly Father and his Son. Double honor to the apostles and elders out of Great Millstone, which are the man that taught us the 100% truth according to the law and the testimony. And we are the true Hebrew Israelite prophets who come out here, pretty much every day, because as a body, brothers do come out every day, whether it's on a Monday, on a Sunday, nighttime, daytime, like it tells you in the book of Psalms, the 19th chapter. Okay, this word is going to come out, 24/7 until Yahweh Shai says, hey, I'm on my way, right? So today's camp session is entitled, what is it, bro?
We just need salvation from this hell.
So we just need salvation from this hell. Okay, necesitamos salvación de este infierno, right? El infierno es que aquí en Estados Unidos, el infierno de nuestra gente, los llamados latinos, hispanos, latinoamericanos y negros, que están todavía en esclavitud, y nuestra gente no sabe, right? Our people don't know that they're still in slavery, right? Read that one more time, bro, the title. Hable, jefe. Aquí está el video. Estamos en vivo.
¿Es el infierno?
Estamos en el infierno. Ok, pues ¿dónde está su Biblia si quiere hablar la verdad?
We just need salvation from this hell.
We just need salvation from this hell, right? This is the infierno. Our people are stiff necked, bro.
Yeah, they are, man.
Oh, fuck that nigga, bro. The fuck?
That's a house one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why. That's why our elders, bro. They always say, man, fuck 2/3, bro. He's like, oh, if the camera wasn't on, I would have talked. Well,
Like,
talk your
if
shit,
you're
bro.
gonna if you're gonna mock us or talk shit,
Yeah,
just do
talk
it.
shit, bro.
Don't be scared, homie.
Yeah, fuck. Hey, but that's our people. Hey, matter of fact, I want to get Job, bro, 32:9, because Job 32:9 speaks about our people, especially those that are in older age. I think it's 32:9 where it says, "Wise men are not." Yeah, yep.
This is the book of Job, chapter 32, verse 9. Great men are not always wise.
Yep.
Neither do the aged understand judgment.
Hey, so this man, he don't understand judgment, man. So he just passed by his judgment, actually, because the Lord's gonna use that this scenario to judge his ass for going against the truth, the prophets.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome kicked in because when he saw his Papi Chewy right there,
Chewy,
with the horns and the tongue of a snake, he got offended by it.
Yeah, he got offended because that's what he knows. That's what he worships, bro. Whenever he goes home, he might go to his room with his wife and shit, and he has fucking Papi Chewy, right across his bed.
Hero,
Yeah,
the cross,
fucking
the
cross.
candles.
Yep. And he probably the candles and shit.
Señor, por favor, ayúdame, en Jesucristo.
Yeah.
He ain't listening to you. Even in the 10 Commandments, even if they say, oh, we don't follow the law and all, okay, even the 10 Commandments says that you're not supposed to have another god made out of gold or silver.
Yeah.
Or molten image.
So, hey,
either it's from earth or from heaven.
Yeah, let's get that, bro. Psalms 105. And I've noticed, bro, it's always those kind of the spirits of our people, like those our brothers call them pastor pork chops. Like they so-called have knowledge, but you can see their health. They look at that like they're in bad health. They might be in their 50s or 60s. They're all like, overweight. They don't take care of their bodies. If it's not Psalms 115. Yeah, Salakia, Psalms 115. 115, it should be like, the idols of them are.
Oh, yeah. This is the book of Psalms 115, verse 4. The idols are silver and gold, the works of man's hands.
The works of man's hands. So all these Papi Chewy's, the crosses, right? The so-called gold chains, with the paintings, with the idols, they're all made out of silver and gold, out of men's hands, man, out of vanity.
This is the book of Psalms 115, verse 4. The idols are silver and gold, the works of man's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not.
Yeah.
Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusted in them.
So you see that? So our people that worship these false idols that have no power, really, they're used as an example as them, actually, okay? Because they are those false idols. Our people are like unto idols. It's kind of like every time our people pray to the false image of Papi Chewy, they're actually praying, to themselves.
Yeah.
You know, that wicked image, man, that wicked reflection. Yahweh Shema Shai hates that because according to the law, thou shalt have no idols before me. Thou shalt not bow down unto them. Thou shalt not have no superstitions either.
Because he is a jealous God.
And plus these idols, they come with the whole different vibration. They give you the vibration of it's okay to eat pork, to have a bad diet, to go in the highways and hedges and scum prophets. That's what that false image does to you, man.
Spiritual fornication.
Con.
Wisdom of Solomon talks about that.
Yeah, 14th chapter. Bring it out, bro. We're gonna get that one. Yeah, bring it out. Yeah, because that's where people worship vanity, or in reality they worship the elements. Okay, like it tells you in the book of Romans, our people worship the creation more than the creator, man. And Yahweh is a jealous God, bro. He's like, what? You worshiping my creation? Oh, hell no. He would judge your ass, bro.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 8. But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it, as he that made it. He, because he made it, and it, because being corrupted, it was called God. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both like hateful unto God.
But it also says that the Lord cursed them. So that's why we got the curses, bro. Deuteronomy 28. Because we started worshiping false idols. The Lord said, hey, I'm going to curse your ass, put you in captivity to this day.
For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it.
Right.
Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of God they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of man, and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
Yeah, it's a stumbling block, and it's crazy, bro, because a lot of our people, the tribe of Issachar, when you go to, for example, you might go to Sinaloa, Acapulco.
Yeah.
These are cities that have high levels of what? Cartels. And
Santa Muerte.
Santa Muerte, yeah, that's especially number one.
That's a big one. Oh, that guy that they made a santo.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, and that's wicked. You're not supposed to have no idols, man.
Verse 12, for the devices of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the inventions of them that corrupt the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever.
Yeah, it's only seasonal. So everything you see here is seasonal, man. Like, you know, the heathen, okay, the infrastructure of Esau, Edom, everything's vanity and seasonal. Go ahead.
Verse 14, for by the vainglory of man they enter into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
Hey, everything has an end. Hey, like we read last week, better is the end of a thing than the beginning there.
In Ecclesiastes.
In Ecclesiastes, bro.
There's a time for everything.
There's a time for everything. A time to have idols, you know, for a certain time. But then the Lord's gonna come through and destroy all those idols. Because according to the law, when you conquer another kingdom,
You're supposed to burn it all up.
supposed to burn them down. And why is that? Because if we let at least one idol later throughout time, more people are gonna worship that shit, and then we're gonna fall as a nation. And that's why there was the whole concept of
generation curse.
Yeah,
So that's what happened in the book of Judges. It talks about that, how Yahweh would send a judge to save our people out of captivity, and once that judge was dead, again our people fucked up again and start worshiping, and they'll start crying again, and then Yahweh would send another one. Would send like one of each of the tribes.
Yeah,
12 tribes.
Yeah, hey, that's facts. Because I've noticed that when I was reading the book of Kings and Judges, I would see that there was like men of the Lord from Gad, men of the Lord from even from Issachar. So you had so-called Mexicans who thought they were gonna rule in righteousness, but then after their departure, another wicked Issacharite or a different northern kingdom tribe came through and fucked it all up, man.
Yeah.
Why? Because of I think that's in Wisdom of Solomon 14, same chapter where it says, "For envy of the devil came death into the world." I think that's 14:24. Somewhere over 23 or 21. Roughly paraphrasing. No, that's in Wisdom of Solomon 2:24. It's a lot good. Yeah. The envy of the devil came.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 24.
Right.
Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world.
There you go.
And they that do hold on his side to find it.
Yeah, I want to get Isaiah 11 and 13, Papa Busha, to back you up on that.
11 and 14.
Yeah, 11 and 13, where it says Judah should not envy Ephraim, because really the whole concept of why we fell as a people, man, is because the spirit of envy, and that goes back to Cain and Abel.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 13.
Cain, Abel.
The envy also.
Did Cain kill Abel or Abel killed Cain?
Cain killed Abel,
Cain killed
according to
Abel.
the book of Genesis.
Why did he do that?
Because he had, we're about to read it. He had that envious
jealous.
spirit. His sacrifice, the sacrifice of Abel,
To benefit the
was
other.
better than Cain's, and Cain got jealous.
In other words, he acted like a bitch. He got in his feelings.
He acted like a bitch, man.
Or his feelings.
See?
This is the book of
And
Isaiah.
it depends which book of the Bible you believe in, or which religion you believe in.
Well, there's not religion, brother. This is a nationality. Religion is more like Catholic, Christianity, Muslim.
So what do you guys believe in?
We're the Hebrew Israelites. This is a nationality. This is a legacy.
Hebrew Israelites?
Hebrew Israelites. So the true descendants of the 12 tribes are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans of indigenous descent. Those are the real children of Israel. The people that built this empire, so-called USA, that's the people of Israel. If you get, getting the understanding. All that's for emotional support. What's his name?
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Gracias, come on.
Kind of like King Charles.
Huh?
Gracias.
Sí, de nada, bro. De nada.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart,
Yep.
and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
And that's happening. The Lord is taking away those curses because according to the curses, Judah and Ephraim were going to have an evil eye against his brother, against his neighbor. But now the Lord is going to wake up the remnant, the elect, and gather them together as one fold, and that spirit of that envious spirit is going to be done away with.
Ephraim should not envy Judah, and
Yep.
Judah should not vex Ephraim.
There you go, man. Because they really, there was always beef amongst the tribes, even during the time of David. You had David and Saul, right? You had northern, southern kingdom. Even amongst the own tribes, there was beef. Another example was when David went to war with Saul. Even though Saul was a king, David was kind of like a shepherd. David slew his 10,000s, and Saul only slew his thousands.
And he got mad because David was getting praised more than Saul.
Yeah.
And he was starting complaining about it. He got in his feelings also. Like, bro, you're a king. Why you tripping, though? He's your soldier,
Yeah, he's #1 soldier, man. But what happened is that envious spirit, because really the word envy goes back to the word shaitan, bro. The adversary, man. And that's what we always we tell brothers. We motivate brothers. If you see a brother doing better than you, hey, shit. The wadi how about maybe that brother can give you that motivational spirit as well, man. You see, you always want to see brothers doing better. You not always want to be, like the people in the world, man. Like, friends in the world, don't get envious, bro.
It's like what Proverbs says, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, I think it's in Proverbs 27, bro. How are you gonna better a nation if you're going against each other? Yahushua said if Shaitan goes against Shaitan, how can
It can be divided.
yeah, his kingdom's gonna be divided. How is it gonna stand, man? If you're going against your own family members, okay, how are you gonna move forward, man? And that's what happened to our people. We fell because of the envious spirit, being in the spirit of Cain. No, I'm better than you. No, he's better than you. No, I slew my 10,000s. No, I slew my thousands. See, you can't be doing that, man. Though you might be a brother that has more faith, you always have to encourage the other brother that might be, with less faith. And that's what it's called equity, right? That's the word equity.
Yeah.
Equity and equality. ¿Cómo está? Buenas tardes.
Buenas.
¿Has escuchado de las 12 tribus de Israel?
Ah, sí.
Sí. Eso está en la Biblia, es bíblico.
Ah, sí, nosotros vamos
Sí.
a Israel.
¿Qué es su nacionalidad?
Mexicano.
¿Mexicano?
Soy cristiano.
Ok, los llamados mexicanos, la palabra mexicano regresa a la palabra mexica que significa anointed o ungido.
Ajá.
Eso que significa Cristo.
Ah, sí.
Ajá, so nuestra gente tiene el espíritu de Cristo, de la tribu de Issachar.
Ah, sí.
Y otro ejemplo de Issachar es como tiene un animal espiritual que es el burro.
Oh.
¿Burro por qué? Porque es el más trabajador.
Ah.
Y ese es el espíritu que nuestro ancestro Jacobo le dio a los mexicanos.
Oh. ¿Ustedes creen en Jesús o no?
Sí, creemos en él, pero creemos que su nombre no es Jesús porque la palabra Jesús fue inventada en los
Es
1700.
el Mesías, ¿no?
El Mesías.
Ajá.
Pero él no hablaba español o inglés, él hablaba hebreo.
Hebreo, sí,
Ajá,
claro.
pero su nombre es Yahushai.
Ah, ya.
Muchos le llaman Yeshua,
Yeshua,
aquí
ajá.
está en el hebreo antiguo.
Ah.
Se lee de derecha a izquierda, eso es Yahushai.
Ajá.
Y el nombre de su papá se llama Yahweh.
Oh.
So Yahweh
Jehová.
para Hashem Yahushai. Muchos le llaman Jehová, pero
Ajá.
no hay J en el hebreo.
Ah.
Es una Y.
Ah, sí, sí.
Eso es Yahweh.
Sí.
Y el nombre de su hijo es Yahushai.
Ah, sí, nuestros hermanos que son judíos se convirtieron al evangelio.
Sí.
Y eso, dedican eso, de eso hablan.
Sí.
Salía al revés todo y que...
Sí, porque cuando vinimos a las Américas nos conquistó este hombre que se llama César Borgia. Esa es la imagen falsa de Cristo.
Ah, sí, el anticristo.
Sí, porque realmente Cristo es un llamado moreno de nuestro color, pues.
Ajá.
O si lo miran hoy van a decir como el hermano que está aquí atrás de usted, como un negro llamado.
Ajá.
You want to got a scripture?
Yeah, this is the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie?
So, el apóstol Pablo dijo que el diablo cambió la verdad a una mentira. Hasta que hay una palabra en inglés que se llama Renaissance.
Ajá.
En el año 1400 vinieron estos diablos y pintaron la imagen real de Cristo y la pintaron como ellos.
Ah, sí,
Que le llaman la mentira. Eso es lo que
Ajá.
significa el diablo, la mentira.
Anticristo, sí.
Ándale, y por eso nosotros estamos aquí a enseñarle la verdad.
Sí, él va a venir y se va a sentar en el trono de Salomón.
No, de David.
Ah,
De David y a Salomón.
De David. Pero
Ah.
cuando él venga, cuando Cristo venga, él a los 3 años, a los 7 años, a los 3 años y medio, él se va a dar a conocer a la gente, le va a decir, yo tengo la solución
Sí.
al problema de este mundo.
¿Qué va a ser eso? ¿Qué va a ser su marca?
Ajá,
La marca
sí,
de la bestia.
marca de la bestia, sí.
Sí, porque es una diferencia, jefe. Está la imagen de la marca de la bestia.
Ajá.
Hay diferencias.
Sí.
La marca viene siendo eso, su
Ajá.
tecnología.
6, ¿no?
Casi, pero
Sí.
es más un
Dice que
tecnología.
porque la Biblia dice porque lo va a hacer en la derecha o en la frente.
Sí, no, pero también dice que en las dos manos, o las dos manos.
Pero,
Sí.
o sea que yo entiendo la
Si
Biblia
no la
me-
tiene, no puede
Ajá.
o vender o cambiar.
Ajá, sí.
Ajá, y la imagen viene siendo su reflexión, que viene siendo una moda de vivir.
Sí, y lo van a adorar toda la gente, todo el mundo, a él.
Sí.
Lo van a ir a adorar a él.
Pero su pueblo no lo va a hacer.
Ajá.
Va a haber un pueblo chico que van a ser sus profetas que no se van a alabar a la
Sí,
bestia.
ya tengo habla de
This is
eso.
the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 18.
Porque dice que va a haber un anticristo, ¿verdad?
Ah,
Pero
sí.
a ver qué dice la Biblia.
Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard, that Antichrist shall come.
El anticristo va a venir, ¿verdad?
Even now are there many
Pero hay
Antichrists,
muchos anticristos.
Ah,
¿verdad?
sí.
whereby we know that it is the last time.
So, la palabra anticristo simplemente significa el que está contra el
Contra
Mesías,
Dios.
contra el Mesías o Dios.
Ándale.
Ajá, y hay muchos ahorita, lo miran, muchos que celebran el LGBT,
Ujú.
que le llaman gays o
Ah,
o los puñales, pues.
Pero es pecado delante de Dios. eso,
Ándale.
ya.
Los
Sodoma y Gomorra.
santanistas, hay santanistas
Sí.
Oh,
aquí.
sí, oh, sí,
Y
yo
también los
estoy mirando.
musulmanes del profeta, el profeta Muhammad.
Ah, sí,
Todos ellos son anticristos.
Sí.
Porque ellos no creen en que va a venir la marca de la bestia. Pero mira lo que está pasando, todo está convirtiéndose en digital.
Ajá, sí. No, todo está ya, el Señor viene pronto.
Sí, ya viene pronto.
Cristo viene,
Wanna get
Cristo
Matthew
viene.
24 real quick. Vamos a agarrar una escritura. Matthew 24 32, where it says that he's going to come with his angels. ¿Se acuerda de Enoch?
Ajá.
Hasta Enoch profetizó de la venida de Cristo. Eso
Ah, sí.
fue hace 3500 años.
Eso es un símbolo de la venida del rapto de la iglesia, cuando Él venga.
¿Dónde está la palabra rapture ahí en la Biblia?
No rata, arrebatamiento.
Sí, pero no está en la Biblia eso, jefe.
Sí,
Él no va a venir una vez, regresar y venir otra vez por su
No, pero
él va a venir una vez y ya.
sí, pero ahorita está allá.
Sí.
Él resucitó, cuando
Sí.
murió, resucitó y está a la diestra del Padre.
Sí.
Entonces ya va a venir, cuando Él venga, Él va a levantar su iglesia en las nubes.
su pueblo.
A su
Pero
pueblo.
¿cómo los va a levantar?
Evangélicos, el evangelio.
Sí, los va a
Creyeron
levantar
en él.
¿vía qué? ¿Vía nube? ¿Vía
En las
qué?
nubes, él no va a llegar acá, sino va en las nubes.
¿Pero
Va a
qué son
llegar.
las nubes?
¿Eh?
¿Qué son las nubes?
Claro.
Ok, ¿sabía que la palabra nube en la Biblia, en hebreo es kurab, que es platillo volador?
Ajá. No.
Ezequiel hablaba de eso. en
Son
el
platillos
primer
voladores.
capítulo,
Él va a
habla
venir,
de eso.
él va a venir en platillos voladores.
Sí, pero también también se habla de los estos, ¿cómo se llaman? Ay, se me olvidó la palabra.
Sí, jefe, tiene que estudiar más la palabra.
Los ovnis.
Los ovnis, sí,
Sí,
los UFOs.
sí, los UFOs.
Sí,
Eso está en la Biblia.
Sí,
Ezequiel estaba hablando de él en el
pero
primer
pero él va a
capítulo.
venir así como hacia la Biblia. Pues.
Él va a venir en un fathership. Bring it up, aquí lo
Ah,
tenemos.
no, dice que en un abrir y cerrar de ojos.
Sí, está hablando de Thessalonians.
¿Eh? Es en el capítulo 4.
And then this is the book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
So, él va a venir, él va a romper el tercer cielo, coger.
Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
So, va a haber muchos que no se arrepintieron,
Ajá.
van a mirar su gloria,
Oh, sí.
y ya, muchos se van a desmayar, dejar el espíritu.
Todo, ya.
Y los que se arrepintieron, que es su pueblo, los que entendieron el evangelio,
Con él.
también van a llorar un poco, pero de alegría.
No, claro.
Okay,
And
bro?
he should send his angels with a great sound of a
So, él va a
trumpet.
mandar a sus ángeles. Y sus ángeles van a venir en muchos platillos voladores.
La trompeta, todo.
Go ahead.
And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Porque su pueblo de Dios están esparcidos en todo el mundo.
Todo el mundo. Sí.
So, él va a venir desde el este, donde es Israel, y va a terminar aquí, que es el último esclavitud
pero
de
el
los
pueblo de
creyentes.
Israel no se va a ir, los que no creyeron en Jesús.
Sí, hay unos de Israel
se
que no
a
van
quedar
a, que
aquí.
no creer. Sí,
Ellos están esperando al Mesías,
sí,
que se siente en el trono de Salomón, de David.
sí.
Entonces, él se va, y cuando está allí, él se va a declarar quién es, entonces se va a levantar, van a empezar a perseguir todo el pueblo de Israel, pues ya.
Pues eso ya está pasando.
Sí, sí,
Eso ya
¿verdad?
está pasando ahorita. Su pueblo ya está siendo perseguido ahorita.
Perseguido, ¿eh? Ahorita hay muchas manifestaciones, ¿no?
Sí.
Que ya está haciendo, ya no se puede predicar.
Bueno,
en
la
Israel.
persecución más grande que va a venir es los que no se ponen la marca de la bestia.
Ajá, sí.
Si no la tienes, te van a... no la tienes, man, te van a cortar la cabeza.
Oh, sí, sí.
Entonces eso es
Todo eso.
profecía.
This is the verse, this book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 32.
Yep.
Now learn the parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is
Y
nigh.
estamos en verano,
Ajá.
que es una temporada donde no hace mucho calor, vienen turistas, y es un ejemplo de que Cristo ya viene, porque el clima,
Todo,
todo
ya está cambiando,
ya
todo.
está cambiando.
Likewise ye,
La
when ye shall see all
tecnología,
these
todo.
things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
Sí,
Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
está. So, como usted dice, va a haber unos de Israel que no van a creer
No van
y
a
se van a
creer.
quedar aquí, y su juicio va a ser el fuego.
Ujú.
¿Sabe qué es el fuego?
Ajá.
Bombas nucleares.
Nuclear, sí.
Bombas nucleares, eso es profecía, porque ahorita Rusia, Corea del Norte, China, ya están contra este imperio.
Sí.
Y la mayoría de nuestra gente está aquí.
Ujú.
Y otras naciones ya se están metiendo con ellos con el Brick Nation.
Ah,
Que es profecía que dice que
todo eso, sí.
la bestia va a odiar la ramera. La ramera es
Oh,
Estados
sí.
Unidos, la bestia es Europa.
y la iglesia católica también.
Sí,
La iglesia católica es la ramera. La que
sí,
habla la Biblia,
es
¿no?
parte
Ah, sí.
de la
Por
ramera.
eso se va la va a quemar con fuego, dice
Sí,
la Biblia.
que son bombas nucleares.
Ah, sí.
Y eso, pues,
Sí.
¿qué va a pasar, jefe?
Ujú.
Pero, hey, usted es un hebreo israelita, ¿eh? No es mexicano, no es latino, es hebreo
Sí,
israelita.
el pueblo de Israel,
Usted es el pueblo de Israel.
La iglesia, sí, la iglesia.
De
O sea, la
Samaria.
iglesia y el pueblo de Israel. Estamos-
Samaria is the Northern Kingdom.
Nosotros oramos por Israel. La iglesia
Sí.
evangélica ora por Israel. Oramos por ellos. Los
Sí.
amamos al pueblo de Israel.
Usted es el pueblo de Israel.
Sí,
Usted es
sí,
parte del pueblo.
Sí, sí, en lo espiritual. Sí,
No espiritual.
Sí.
Usted es la semilla, el físico.
sí, sí,
Los
también.
judíos que están allá no son los verdaderos judíos.
Ajá.
Ellos cómo pueden resistir el sol. Cuando estaban en Egipto se mueren. Se están muriendo ahorita la gente de allá con cáncer.
Sí.
Es nuestra nación que puede resistir
Sí.
el sol. Los güeros no. Ellos se ponen rojos, les salen ampollas acá,
Ajá.
muchas cosas. O si estaban
Cáncer.
en Egipto,
Ujú.
ellos podían aguantar todo ese calor en Egipto cuando hace mucho calor allá?
Era gente morena,
Ajá.
indígena, de color. En esos tiempos, Esaú Edom, porque es su nacionalidad,
Ajá.
ellos estaban en las rocas.
Ah,
Por eso
sí,
le
sí.
llaman Caucasian, gente de la roca.
Órale.
De ahí son ellos.
Ujú.
Que la Biblia dice que son peores que perros.
Sí.
Es lo que dice, sí. No, es menos que un humano.
Ajá.
Porque la verdad todo lo que hacen es robar.
Mm.
Nos llaman de nombres, inmigrantes y
Ah, ¿sí?
webpacks. Todo eso es profecía, que nos
Ahí.
iban a llamar
No, sí.
canciones.
Sí,
Violan hombres, mujeres y niños.
Mm.
Todo ya está haciendo en el mundo. Desde
Pedófilos.
Una película, yeah,
O won't speak on it.
puñales, todo lo que están poniendo para que les enseñen a los
Homosexuales, sí,
niños a una edad chica. O sea, ¿por qué le tienes que enseñar a un niño chiquito
No,
que tiene que hacer que está bien que si es niño necesita ser mujer, que está
No,
bien?
no, eso es
no
diabólico,
es bien,
eso ya
eso
está en
es
contra de...
Sí, y por
Los
eso
principios de Dios.
imperio tiene que ser destruido.
Sí, sí. Yo
Como
necesito
todos los
todo.
imperios antes que estaban destruidos,
Sí.
tenían sus tiempos y luego venía, Dios mandaba a otro imperio a matarlos.
No, sí, es que
Y
ya
este
estamos...
va a ser el último. Este va a ser el último.
Ya Cristo viene, chiste acá.
Sí, ya se vienen las señales. Eso, usted es un hebreo israelita,
Sí.
se tiene que arrepentir, no se tome la marca de la bestia.
Ah,
¿eh?
no, eso no, ya Cristo...
Cuando venga la
Cristo está en
tentación,
mí.
póngase fuerte, jefe. ¿eh?
El Espíritu Santo está en mí.
Qué bueno.
Me va a levantar.
¿Cómo se llama?
Ángel.
Ángel.
Ah, ¿y tú?
Mensajero.
Ángel.
Issachar, nos llamamos Issachar.
¿Tú cómo te llamas?
Issachar.
¿Ah, sí?
Issachar.
¿Ah, Issachar?
Issachar,
Ah,
sí.
Oh.
Los dos somos de la tribu de Issachar.
Oh, de Issachar.
Ok,
Oh.
Ángel.
Y la tribu de Benjamín,
Esos son los de Jamaica.
era el
Caribbean
apóstol
Islands.
Pablo era de ahí, ¿no? La tribu.
Okay, 2 Corinthians
La tribu de Benjamín era
11
el
and
apóstol
22.
Pablo,
Lo
¿no?
vamos a leer rápido.
11
and 22. 2 Corinthians 11 and 22. Se lo vamos a leer.
Ajá.
22, yep.
This is the book of
Está en
2
hebreo.
Corinthians chapter 11 verse 22. Are they Hebrew?
¿Son hebreos?
Ajá.
So am I.
Yo también.
Are they Israelites?
¿Son israelitas?
So am I.
Yo también.
Are they the seed of
¿Son
Abraham?
de la semilla de Abraham?
So am I.
Yo también.
Ajá.
Get one more, Romans 11. Yep. Una más.
Ajá.
This is the book of Romans chapter 11 verse 1. I say then, had God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an
Yo
Israelite
también soy un israelita
of the seed of Abraham,
de la semilla de Abraham,
of the tribe of
de
Benjamin.
la tribu de Benjamín.
Benjamín, sí,
Está
la tribu de
hebreo.
Benjamín. Sí.
So, él viene siendo hoy, hubiera sido una llamado jamaiqueño
De
de
Jamaica.
las islas de Caribbean
Caribbean.
Islands.
Oh, sí.
Ajá, que son los guerreros. Y
Pero
apóstoles
era
Pablo-
israelita también.
Sí, sí, pues israelita viene siendo nada más toda la nación, porque
Ajá.
viene de Jacobo, que es de Israel,
Ajá, Jacobo.
y por eso se van israelitas.
Ujú.
Ajá, pero de la tribu de Benjamín, y nosotros somos de la tribu de Issachar.
Ajá.
Somos
¿Y qué pasó con Sodoma y Gomorra allí? ¿Nadie vive o qué?
Disculpen amigos, es la
Mande.
primera vez que venimos. ¿Sabrán dónde queda esta parte?
A ver.
Oh, you already know.
Oh, sí, o más
Sí.
aquí a la izquierda.
Ah, ok,
Ahí
vale.
está luego se ve.
Gracias.
Sí.
De nada, tenga buen día.
Ajá, sí, Sodoma y Gomorra es que no hay gente ahorita, nadie vive allí.
No, puro desierto,
Puro desierto.
puro roca.
Y como Dios dijo que ya, o sea, destruyó hoy Dios.
Si vas hoy, todo lo que vas a mirar son reptiles, víboras, porque hace ya pues calor. Y lo mismo que le pasó a Sodoma y Gomorra le va a pasar a Estados
Sí, no,
Unidos.
sí. Al
Todo lo que vas a mirar
el
es
mundo
eso.
entero, el mundo entero.
Sí, no, al mundo entero no. Give me Ecclesiastes 1 and 3.
Sí, pero o sea que
¿Eclesiásticas o
The
eclesiásticas?
Ecclesiastes
el
where it
anticristo,
says,
la marca a
world
la
will
bestia,
abide forever.
todos van a ser para el mundo entero, todo el mundo. la
No, porque
humanidad.
mira, jefe, cuando usted lee la Biblia,
Ujú.
la palabra mundo o world tiene muchos significados.
Ajá. Sí,
Tiene
la
hasta
humanidad,
5.
el hombre se está refiriendo a la
Sí,
humanidad. vaya.
pero la humanidad del hombre es este hombre que mira ahí, el diablo llamado gringo. Él es el que se va a ir.
Ajá, sí.
Go ahead. Ecclesiastes, right here.
Okay. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 4. One generation passed away, another generation cometh.
Eso es cierto, una generación va y viene, ¿verdad?
Ujú.
Go ahead.
But the earth abideth forever.
Pero la tierra siempre va a estar aquí.
Sí, sí, pero va a terminar todo.
Sí,
Se va a
no, give me
terminar.
2 Ezra 69. Lo que va a acabar el mundo de él.
Sí.
No nuestro mundo, pero el mundo de él.
Sí. Ajá, sí, pero va a ser el 7 años, el 7 años va a durar él, el
No,
anticristo.
pues ya está aquí.
Sí, pero ya a empezar a marcar, vaya,
Sí.
que ya no vas a poder comprar ni vender si no tienes la
Pero,
marca de la bestia.
eso va a pasar cuando pues ya se
Cuando él venga,
manifieste.
cuando él venga por su iglesia.
Él ya está aquí, jefe.
No,
el
no.
anticristo ya está aquí.
No, el Cristo, el Señor Jesús.
Oh, ok, Cristo,
Cuando
ok,
él venga
Cristo,
ya,
ok.
entonces, y a los 3 años y medio,
Ajá.
él se va a dar a conocer va a decir a la humanidad, yo tengo la solución, problema para el mundo.
va a decir,
Toda la gente se va a ir tras de él.
Sí.
Y se va a empezar
No
a
toda la
marcar.
gente, la mayoría de la gente, jefe.
Sí, pero los cristianos no, porque el cristiano que se va a ir con Cristo. Los que
Pero,
no quisieron
van a ir-
aceptar
pero ellos
a
van a ir
Cristo.
por la tribulación también.
Sí,
Bueno, mire, tenemos algo aquí.
This is the book
Pero
of
los
2
cristianos
Ezra,
no.
2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world,
Esaú es el llamado diablo, es el fin del mundo.
Ajá.
Go ahead.
and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Jacob Israel es el principio del mundo. So, cuando el imperio de Estados Unidos se caiga,
Ajá.
va a llegar el reino de Dios que va a ser para siempre, que es su pueblo de
Sí,
Israel.
sí, pero se va a llevar a su pueblo, Israel, a la iglesia.
Sí.
Y entonces él dice que va a venir con sus santos millares de
Sí,
ángeles.
lo que vamos a leer
sus
ahorita.
santos millares de ángeles
Sí.
y su iglesia. Va a venir porque todo el mundo se le va a echar, los ejércitos del mundo se le van a ir al Armagedón.
Yahawashi-Shaphat.
A donde
Va a haber guerra mundial 3.
van a echársele a Israel.
Sí, Guerra Mundial 3.
Ajá, entonces dice que va a descender el Señor con su iglesia
Sí.
y sus millares de ángeles a defender a su pueblo, a Israel.
Sí.
Ajá,
Sí.
entonces va a venir.
Pero usted es Israel.
Ajá,
Se lo va a
pero
defender usted.
Vamos a venir con él ahí en las nubes, cuando él venga.
Sí, pero vamos a regresar a hacer qué?
Ajá, ya para reinar aquí en la
Wanna
tierra.
get Jeremiah 16:16. Porque también cuando regresemos vamos a, como usted dio el ejemplo que Cristo se va a sentar en el asiento de Salomón.
adelante.
o también de David, pero cuando pase eso va a haber justicia.
Ajá,
O sea,
sí.
Dios le va a dar poder a sus santos
Oh, sí, sí,
para
sí.
que vayan a excavar porque mucha gente rica se va a estar escondiendo en rocas
Ah, sí.
y los vamos en bunkers.
Ujú.
Su pueblo va a ir a agarrarlos con superpoderes
Mm.
y los vamos a poner en cadenas
Ujú.
y los vamos a poner en prisión.
Ujú.
This is the book of
Pero
Jeremiah,
los-
chapter.
ajá.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters.
So, ahorita lo que está haciendo Dios y su palabra está mandando pescadores. Andamos pescando al pueblo de
Predicando el
Israel.
evangelio, sí.
Y cuando pase eso, ¿qué va a pasar? Go ahead.
And after I will send many
Y
hunters.
luego voy a mandar a cazadores.
And they shall hunt them
Okay.
from every mountain and from every hill and out of the host of the rocks.
Ahí está. So, muchos de los ricos que se van como los billonarios, Elon Musk,
Ujú.
what was another example? Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, was another example.
Rockefeller.
Los Rockefeller, los más ricos del mundo que se van a esconder del juicio de Dios. Cuando también él regrese, va a agarrar a su pueblo y vamos a
Ajá.
cazarlos.
Sí,
Y eso es por una profecía que no ha pasado.
no, sí, todo. Pero
Ellos
sí,
van a ser nuestros esclavos
Van
también.
a ser nuestros esclavos en el reino
sí,
de
pero Dios va a limpiar la tierra aquí cuando ya sea el último. Va a
Sí,
limpiar
pero va a
todo.
durar 1000 años.
Sí,
Va a durar 1000 años.
1000 años, sí.
1000 años, sí.
Sí, pero,
Y en esos 1000 años también van a estar en esclavitud esos diablos.
ajá.
Porque
Ya
si
van-
están
van a
aquí.
encadenar, sí.
Ya después de 1000 años los va a exterminar.
Ajá. Pero van a
Sí.
hacer suelto un tiempo después, ¿no?
No, ya de ahí ya estuvo.
Pero-
No van a regresar otra vez en poder y ir a soy el diablo, no, ya estuvo.
No, pero quiere decir que van a, algo, va a ser preso por un tiempo y luego,
Eso ya pasó, jefe. Eso
Ah.
pasó durante el tiempo de los Renaissance. He's talking about the New Ages, the Dark Ages. Eso
Ujú.
pasó en el año 300, cuando se cayó Israel después del Imperio Romano.
ajá,
Y ellos vinieron en poder en el año 339 y se cayeron en 1300, 1400, son 1000 años.
Oh.
Eso ya pasó en 1400.
ajá,
So, ya sabe que es un israelita, jefe.
Sí.
No toma la marca de la bestia
No,
porque
no,
ey,
eso no.
se la toma, va a ser destruido por bombas
no,
nucleares.
nunca jamás.
Ok,
Cristo
jefe.
ya,
Y
Está
no,
buenísimo.
ore a Dios que,
no, sí, no,
que lo saque de tentación.
no, sí,
Sí, porque eso va a ser muy, how you say tempting in Spanish?
Tentación.
Sí, te va a dar mucha tentación,
Ah,
porque no vas a poder operar en el nuevo sistema.
No,
No vas a
no.
poder comprar o vender
Ajá.
si no tienes la marca de la
Sí,
bestia.
pero ya, para nosotros ya no vamos a estar aquí,
No, vas a estar aquí.
no, la iglesia no.
Vamos a agarrar Acts 14:22. Vas a ir por esa tribulación.
No,
Acuérdate que Cristo dijo, vas a tomar de mi copa.
sí.
Y tomar
no,
de
sí,
su
pero-
copa vas a ir por esa
pero-
tribulación.
pero lo que
This
dice,
is the book of
Vamos a leer,
Acts.
vamos a leer.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples
¿Usted es un discípulo de Cristo? Ok, go
and
ahead.
exhorting them to continue in the faith,
Entonces, estamos edificando que sigas en la fe, go ahead.
and that we must, through much
So,
tribulation,
tienes que ir por la tribulación, go ahead.
enter into the kingdom of
So,
God.
para entrar al reino de Dios tienes que ir por la tribulación.
ah,
Y lo que vamos a leer ahorita en
no,
Hechos
porque
14,
la
22.
Biblia también habla, dice que Él nos librará de la ira venidera, del juicio.
Si eres el electo,
Sí.
si no eres el electo no vas a
Ese es
poder.
el electo.
El electo es que Él ya te eligió.
Sí, claro,
Él tiene
claro,
elegido.
sí.
So,
Todos los que
para,
le
saber si eres,
aceptamos,
para saber si eres el elegido tienes que seguir hasta el fin.
sí, claro.
Matthew 24 and,
Tenemos que
13.
perseverar hasta el fin.
¿Y cuál es el fin?
Hasta que Él venga o
No,
uno
el
muera
fin
antes.
es el fin de este diablo.
Sí, pero cuando a lo mejor el Señor viene,
Sí.
y yo ya el Señor va a venir por su iglesia. Dice
Sí.
que Él nos va a librar de la ira
This is
venidera
the
del
book of
juicio.
Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the
El que
end,
persevere hasta el fin
Sí,
the same
ajá.
shall be saved.
va a ser salvo. ¿Pero salvo de qué?
Ajá, del pecado,
Give me
de la
Luke 1,
condenación,
Pero que, en la Biblia, ¿qué dice la Biblia?
del pecado.
Give me Luke 1 and 68. Le vamos a leer de qué. ¿De qué va a ser salvo?
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people,
Sí.
and hath raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David,
Yep.
as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets,
Right.
which have been since the world began, that we shall be saved from our enemies.
Ahí está, jefe. Ángel. ¿Usted va a ser salvo de qué? De sus enemigos.
That
Go
we
ahead.
shall be saved from our enemies,
¿Quién es su enemigo?
El diablo.
Ok, go ahead.
and from the hand of them that hate
Ahí
us,
está.
all that hate us.
So, esa es la salvación
Ujú,
secundaria. La primaria, usted ya la mencionó, que es el pecado.
ujú.
Pero también hay salvación de nuestros enemigos, que es el diablo,
Sí.
que es el llamado gringo.
Pero de todo eso nos libra el Señor, de nuestros enemigos. O sea
Sí.
que si alguien nos quiere hacer daño, el Señor nos cuida, nos protege, no nos
Sí.
hace daño.
Pero acuérdese, jefe, que va a haber muchos del pueblo también que van a ser crucificados, no crucificados, o asesinados por la palabra.
Oh, sí, claro.
So,
Sí,
hay un balance,
ya-
no
y hay
todo.
muchos ahorita, muchos
Sí,
que han
eso,
matado.
so, eso ya está
hasta aquí
pasando.
y todo.
Es un balance. Nada más porque
Pero-
es
Pero
una...
eso es no tener temor, porque
No, no tenemos que tener
matan
temor.
el cuerpo, el alma no pueden matar.
Nada más le
dice el
estamos
Señor.
dando el ejemplo de que nada más porque eres una creyente de Cristo no significa que no te va a pasar nada.
Sí,
No vas a ir por esa
tener luchas,
tribulación.
aflicciones, tribulaciones.
Vas a ir por
Ah,
tribulación.
por
¿verdad?
tribulación, pero
hasta
la
hijo-
tribulación es una y la gran tribulación es otra.
Mm.
La tribulación, sí, pasamos por tribulación todo.
Sí.
Problemas, pruebas y todo.
Sí.
Pero la gran tribulación que habla la Biblia es muy diferente.
Oh, he's speaking about the nuclear destruction.
Ujú.
Ya, sí,
Eso
sí.
es muy
Sí, de
diferente.
eso se va a salvar, sí. Sí, porque eso no te va a tocar cuando vengan las bombas nucleares.
ajá.
Si eres el electo, te va a salvar.
No, por eso, antes de que venga eso, el Señor viene por su iglesia.
Sí, por eso.
su pueblo.
Sí, ya cuando seas, ya vas a estar en el cielo. Oh, shit.
Dicen un abrir y cerrar de ojos.
Que
dice.
sí, lo vamos a leer 1 Thessalonians
Ajá.
4.
Y
Quickly enough 9, should be 4:17. Sí, ya sé de qué está hablando,
Ajá,
que
todo eso.
cuando miras hacia arriba y nada más kinda like think
Un
shit
abrir,
over
cerrar
there.
de ojos y
Sí,
seremos
porque ya hay
transformados.
nuevos cuerpos en el cielo para nosotros.
Y los muertos en Cristo van a estar primero, luego
Los
nosotros
que se murieron en la
vivimos,
fe.
seremos transformados
eso es
en un
cierto.
abrir y cerrar de ojos.
I think it's 4:17.
Sí, por eso, ahí está, por eso es el Evangelio.
Ya, aquí está, lo vamos
This
a
is the
leer.
book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse
Ajá.
Y eso es
17.
profecía. Ajá.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Son los que están vivos durante esa tribulación antes de que venga ese infierno, go ahead.
Shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Sí, vamos a estar
Ajá, en las nubes.
en las nubes,
Gracias.
gracias.
Zombies. To meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the
Y
Lord.
es como vamos a estar con Dios para siempre. Y luego ahí es donde viene la
Siempre.
profecía. Vamos a
Ajá.
estar en el cielo y lo vamos a bajar otra vez porque su
Ajá.
reino va a ser aquí en la tierra.
Sí,
So, ahí está.
ya todo ya va a estar purificado aquí ya.
Sí, porque lo va a limpiar.
Ya no va a haber pecado.
Lo va a limpiar primero espiritual por la palabra, pero luego va a ser físico.
Sí.
Va a ser fuego. Ya. Sangre.
Pedro habla, dice que hay un cielo nuevo y una tierra nueva, dice. Porque
Sí.
el primero cielo ya pasó y ya no existe. Cielo nuevo y tierra nueva.
Sí,
Por eso,
sí, sí, porque esa tierra ahorita está sucia, contaminada con toda la comida, el aire.
Ya, todo, ¿verdad?
Estamos hablando de eso antes del campamento, que ya todo
Ajá.
está sucio, el agua.
Sí.
Pues necesitamos salvación.
Sí.
De
Sí,
este
pero-
infierno. That's the title of this
Pero,
lesson.
pero ahí también, ahí luego la gente que no se quita a Cristo va a ir al infierno,
Sí.
a la condenación.
Este es el infierno, jefe.
No, pero
Ahorita-
hay uno, ya habla, ahí hay.
No, tu infierno es tu mente.
No,
el infierno de la mente, jefe. Usted está hablando de un señor que te va a picar y
No,
tal.
no, el Señor Jesús ahí habla en el libro de, en Marcos
Sí,
10.
pero eso es un metáforo.
no,
En esos tiempos era el infierno, en esos tiempos era donde ponían cadáveres.
El Hades.
Hades.
Ajá.
Hades es cuando alguien se muere
Ujú.
y no resucita, nada más su espíritu se regresa a Dios, pero el cuerpo se queda aquí. Es lo que significa Hades. No significa donde estás quemándote para siempre y el
Sí,
diablo.
ahí-
Eso no
ahí-
significa
ahí
eso,
sí
jefe.
va a haber eso.
Eso no significa
La
eso.
Biblia-
No significa
sí,
eso,
la
jefe.
Biblia habla.
El infierno está aquí ahorita.
No.
Y
Mucha
eso,
gente está en el infierno. Personas pueden estar en el infierno por ser adictos al
Porque
alcohólico,
entonces,
en
¿por
drogas.
qué razón Cristo murió en la cruz? ¿Cuál es?
ok,
Para
una pregunta.
por su gente.
Una pregunta. ¿Qué le pasaron? ¿Se acuerdan de los reyes en el Testamento Viejo
Ajá.
que pecaron?
Ajá.
¿Ellos están en el infierno?
¿Sí?
¿Qué escritura es eso?
La Biblia dice que...
A ver, enséñame la escritura.
La Biblia de Romanos 3:23.
Ok, que Romans 3:23.
Por cuanto todos pecaron y están destituidos de la gloria de Dios.
Y ahorita están en el infierno.
Claro, murió sin Cristo. ¿eh?
Se están quemando.
Sí, claro. Ahí es un tormento eterno.
Yeah,
Dice.
give me a Romans,
Con fuego y
3:23.
azufre, dice.
This is the
Y
book,
luego
this is
hay
the
un
book of
lago.
Romans, chapter 3, verse 23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God.
Eso es cierto, todos hemos pecado.
Sí.
Pero si estamos pecando todo, ¿por qué no estamos en el
Entonces,
infierno?
¿qué es el pecado?
Sí,
Muerte, dice. Más
No,
adelante.
no, el pecado es...
Es muerte,
1 John 3
dice.
and 4.
Romanos 6:23.
Yeah, we're going to read it. Porque 1 John 3 and 4. A ver, ¿qué es el pecado específicamente?
Es una, que violaron.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgressed also the law.
El que
transgresión.
cometa la ley, go ahead.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
El pecado es rompiendo las leyes.
Es pecado.
Pero ¿dónde está?
Pero
En la ley, ¿dónde está que dice, si haces eso te vas a ir al infierno? ¿No está en la
Sí,
ley?
la ley, sí, pero ahora ya no estamos bajo la ley, estamos bajo la
Ok,
gracia.
si no estamos en la ley, ¿usted tiene esposa?
Sí,
¿Puedo cometer adulterio?
no se puede.
Ok, entonces, pero usted dijo que ya no estamos en la ley.
No, sí, por eso, pero la
¿Me
ley,
entiendes? No
el
hay
Señor
un
no vino a
lógico y
violar
fe.
la ley tampoco,
Ok,
ni
pero
a
eso-
abrogarla, sino a cumplirla.
Ok.
Pero en Cristo, ahí
Eso sí puedo cometer adulterio.
¿O
Pero,
robar?
¿podemos
ni
robar?
robar, nada.
Pero,
Pero eso es en la ley. La ley dice que no podemos
Pero
robar.
ahora ya tenemos la mente de Cristo.
Ok.
Ya todo eso, ya somos una nueva criatura.
Sí.
Cuando uno acepta a Cristo, yo antes cuando usaba la droga,
Sí.
yo tenía enemigos de muerte, me agarraba balazos con gente y odiaba, tenía enemigos de muerte,
Ok.
de matarlos y todo. Un odio que había en mi corazón,
Sí.
borracho, marihuano, en las cantinas, y todo eso. Me hablaron del Evangelio, era católico,
Sí.
la idólatra. Cuando me hablaron del Evangelio, por eso la Biblia dice en Romanos 3, Marcos 16:15, hablando del Señor Jesús, dice, vayan por todo el mundo y prediquen el Evangelio a
Sí.
toda criatura. El que creyere y fuera bautizado será salvo, más el que no creyere será condenado. Ok, vamos y predicamos. Me hablaron del Evangelio, de lo que Cristo hizo por mí en la cruz del Calvario, cómo Él pagó el precio, la deuda, el pecado que yo no podía pagar.
Sí.
Entonces Él fue
Entonces también se murió
por mis pecados.
Sí, pero el ejemplo que le
Por la
pasaron
humanidad entera.
a los reyes de Israel.
¿Sí?
Pero usted dijo que ya estaban en el infierno, pero si él ya se murió para ellos, ¿por qué no están en
No,
el
porque
infierno?
murieron sin conocerle.
Pero ¿dónde están ahorita ellos?
Pues, en el infierno,
¿Haciendo qué?
pues, quemándose.
¿Para siempre? ¿Por
Tormento
cuántos años?
eterno, dice.
¿Por cuántos años? ¿Para
Por
siempre?
la eternidad.
Por la eternidad. Se están quemando.
Sí.
¿Usted conoce el concepto de reencarnación?
No, la reencarnación.
La reencarnación está en la Biblia.
Sí, pero es el verbo que se hizo carne, el
Mm.
Señor Jesús. El
¿Pero
verbo
usted cree en la
se hizo
reencarnación o no?
carne. No,
¿Cree en
no,
la
no.
reencarnación?
No, no creo.
Entonces, ¿cómo va a recibir un nuevo cuerpo?
No, vamos a ser glorificados.
Por eso, pero eso es reencarnación. Reencarnación significa para atrás en la carne.
Entonces la carne sí,
¿Eso
pero
qué
ya no,
significa?
ya sin pecado, ya ser glorificados, ya no vamos a morir, vamos a estar con el Señor, vamos a ser transformados, ¿entiendes? Pero cuando uno viene a Cristo, por ejemplo, el Señor quitó todo eso, la droga, el odio que había en mí, de enemigo, de matarlo.
¿Usted no odia al diablo?
Oh, sí, a él sí.
Pero usted dijo
Él
que
es
le
enemigo
quitó el
de
diablo.
nosotros. La Biblia dice que somos enemigos.
Entonces sí tiene odio.
No odio, sino que el enemigo.
¿Odia sí o no?
Al enemigo.
Ok, eso,
Ah,
entonces,
pero
eso
ese no es
está
mi,
bien.
ese no es mi.
Pero eso
no
es
mi
un odio
prójimo,
bueno, ¿verdad?
No es mi prójimo.
Ok, that's facts. Que
Ajá.
su prójimo pues, es el diablo, that's
Ajá.
facts.
Entonces,
No, no es un prójimo.
pero a ustedes, a toda la humanidad, ahora ya no odio, ya los amo.
Sí.
Oro por ellos.
Sí.
Les digo que Cristo les ama, que Él puede perdonar sus pecados
Sí.
y darles vida eterna.
Sí.
Ya no van a ir a condenación, sino que han de pasar de muerte a vida. Ajá, entonces el Evangelio, ¿qué
Sí.
significa Evangelio?
Buenas noticias.
Buenas
Pero
nuevas
también,
para la
pero
salvación.
también es malas noticias para los que no se arrepienten.
Sí, pero para eso
Ah.
hay que predicar el Evangelio.
Sí.
Hablar de salvación, que hay esperanza para ellos.
Sí.
Hay salvación, hay perdón.
Pero no para el diablo ya no,
No,
puede.
no,
Por eso no estamos aquí para el diablo.
No, claro.
Estamos aquí
Sino que
para nada más
estamos
para nuestra
hablando
gente.
Que el diablo los tiene cautivos a ellos.
Sí.
Están encadenados en la humanidad.
Mm.
Tienen cadenas invisibles.
Sí.
Pero cuando vienen a Cristo, Cristo rompe las cadenas. Dice
Sí.
el Señor en Juan 8:32, si el Hijo libertare, serían verdaderamente libres.
Sí.
Cuando Cristo nos liberta, uy,
Sí, jefe.
no, oiga, una cosa.
Su nombre es Yahushai en el hebreo, ¿ok?
Ajá, sí.
Yahushai.
El anticristo.
No, él es el diablo, se llama Esaú, Isa. El nombre de Dios es Yahweh, que le llaman Jehová, Yahweh,
Ajá.
que significa Él existe, y
Ajá.
su hijo se llama El Salvador, que es Yahushai.
Ajá.
So, ese es el nombre
Sí,
hebreo
Jesús.
original.
Ajá, sí.
Cristo es nada más algo moderno.
Mesías.
O en el Hebrew es Mashiach,
Ajá,
Mashiach.
sí.
Eso
Sí,
salió porque era un romano
Muchos
imperial.
hermanos
Constantine, que puso eso.
de Israel se han convertido, todos los hermanos, pero llenos del poder del Espíritu
Sí,
Santo.
pues aquí
Ya
estamos los hermanos.
predican, pero dan unas conferencias hoy.
Sí.
no,
Pero,
cosas.
pero dígales que vengan para acá.
Convierten
ya.
así. Sí,
Algo
sí, cuando
así.
das un testimonio, a mí me gusta mucho oír tu testimonio porque cuando se convirtió al Señor, su papá lo corrió de su casa.
Mm.
Lo corrió de su casa y vete y le echó las maletas a la ropa.
Está bien
afuera.
para que aprenda. Para que
Ajá.
aprenda.
Y dice, era un viernes, dice, dice, ven por tu ropa, dice, ya vamos a hacer el sacrificio ya el sábado, el viernes se hace para el sábado. Y dice la mamá, dice, ¿por qué no dejas que se quede dice, esta noche? Dice, ok, está bien. Dice,
Sí,
Que se
una
quede.
noche más.
Entonces ahí empezó y dije, y ahora me dijo que yo hiciera la ceremonia, dice.
Mm.
Y empezó allí y él no hablaba portugués.
Y
Y su
empezó a hablar.
papá hablaba portugués. Y cuando estaba haciendo la ceremonia y todo eso, empezó a hablar en lenguas, el hermano David, Jaime. Ajá, empezó a hablar lenguas, pero en portugués.
En portugués.
No,
eso
ya
no.
empezó a estar hablando y todo eso. Y cuando cuando ya terminó, y su papá estaba de rodillas llorando. Fíjese.
Habla en el espíritu.
¿Eh?
Sí.
Oh, no, dice, mi hijo
Sí.
dice, perdóname, dice, porque yo no sabía lo que estaba haciendo.
Sí.
Fue Dios, el Mesías, que
Sí, son cosas que pasan.
él me
Testimonio.
habló, me dijo, porque tú no hablas portugués, y me dijo en portugués que no lo rechazara, que era el Mesías,
Sí.
Jesús.
Sí, porque el Mesías también
Uh.
tiene a su pueblo.
Ajá.
Y si le hablas mal a su profeta o a su gente,
Ujú.
él se ofende y pues,
No,
Te
mira,
ataca.
ahora en su familia todos se convirtieron. Creo que ya más falta uno.
qué bueno.
Sí. Oye, en la
Una oveja más.
casa, pero
una oveja
ahí están
más.
orando por él, y la promesa del Señor.
Sí.
Que
Ahí
ya
antes que
Señor
venga la marca de
Jesucristo.
la bestia para que lo salve.
¿Cómo?
Antes que venga la marca de
Oh,
la
sí,
bestia
no,
para que
no.
lo salve.
Pero antes que venga esa, no puede salir. Entonces en Alexios capítulo 2 dice que no vendrá sin que antes venga la apostasía y se manifieste.
La apostasía ya pasó.
No, no,
La palabra apostasía significa alguien que ya se cayó. Y ese fue el imperio de Israel. Ya nos caímos una
No,
vez.
sí, pero está hablando de la apostasía de la iglesia que ya no.
Que es su pueblo,
va,
que es Israel.
va a rechazar todo, va a volverse atrás. Ya no va a creer que sin santidad nadie verá a Dios. Tenemos que ser santos por dentro y santos por fuera, santidad externa y todo eso. Ser santos por dentro y santos por fuera, dice. Porque sin santidad nadie verá a Dios. Tenemos que estar apartados del mundo, de
Sí.
lo que Dios aborrece.
Sí.
En todo eso. ¿Me entiendes? Entonces, ahí está lo que el Señor hace. El Señor Jesús, cuando uno tiene esa experiencia con Él, es inolvidable. Tengo 55 años que Cristo cambió mi vida. De joven entregué mi vida a Cristo. Joven, 20 años. Una
Sí.
cosa inolvidable esa experiencia.
Sí, sí, jefe.
Oiga, no.
Y sígale porque pues, se va a
No,
poner más difícil. Sígale
hasta
con
que
la
Él
fe.
venga, o yo sí muero antes,
Sí,
pero
sí,
yo voy a ser
sígale.
levantado primero.
Sí, sígale con la fe.
¿Sí?
Si Dios quiere.
Sí, esa está la
Sí.
solución.
Sí.
Ok,
Ok,
Allá,
Ángel.
pues, Dios les bendiga.
Sí, sí. Se cuida mucho.
Ok, ya me dejaron.
Sí, ya lo dejaron. Apúrese, jefe. Jake, bro, Jake prophesying. I mean, he was on point on a few things. You know, we were listening. Gotta be patient with our people. You know,
Most of the time, they just like bust it out of the Bible, man.
yeah. He was bringing a few quotes, a few precepts. But Jake, though, like for example, he brought out the whole concept of the 1,000 years. He's gonna come back for another 1,000 years, and that's like another whole captivity, bro. Fuck that. You know. Well, yeah, that's enough with Jake, bro. I was falling asleep and shit.
I was like, oh man.
Fuck, bro. Like, I know what we're trying to say, Jake. We understand. You know, we gotta be in the most humble spirit with them, have compassion towards our people. But Jake always trying to have his point. Yeah, it was the next precept, the opening precept. I don't think we have.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
Damn.
This is
so
the
good.
book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 21. Be of good cheer, O my children.
Yeah.
Cry unto the outer one, and he shall deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemy.
Yeah, though we're still catching hell, we're still in this hellhole, in this captivity, we still got to be in good cheers, in good spirits, man. Okay, like it tells you in the book of Corinthians, sing Psalms, you know, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, be amongst brothers. Okay, you know, read your scriptures, go into prophecy, watch different edifying videos. These are examples of being in a joyful spirit. Read that one more time, bro. Finish breaking it down. Be of good cheer, O children, which are the children of Israel. They don't say be of good cheer, Esau, or Moab, or Ammon. It's only specifically speaking about his people. Also, especially our people that are of the tribe of Issachar.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 21. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the outer one, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemy.
And that's in Isaiah 58, cry out loud, spare not. And an example of crying out loud, now you might do that physically in your own time. You might be going through so much hell, you might end up in your room, you know, crying to the Lord, man. But crying out loud also means coming out here and proclaiming destruction to this place, man. Because hey, this place is hell, bro, especially for, you know, brothers that are in this truth and, you know, in the highways and hedges, man. Go ahead, Doc.
the book of Second Ezra, chapter 12, verse 5. Lo, yet am I weary in my mind.
And we're coming to the same spirit as our forefather Ezra. Hey, we're catching hell and we are wearing in our mind. That looks like the brother Hezekiah from Texas. Here, go ahead, Ag.
Lo, yet am I weary in my mind and
Yeah.
very weak in my spirit.
Yeah, every brother, we go through a time and a climax of might get weak in the spirit. Okay, we might get exhausted physically, mentally, and we always need that, like the apostles say, hey, have that perfect balance. So if you ever get exhausted, man, just that's a time to what? Examine yourself. That's in the book of 2 Corinthians, the 13th chapter.
And little strength is there in me, for the great fear wherewith I was affrighted this night.
Yeah, because that happened to brothers when we first came into the truth. What happened, bro? We started getting anxiety. Was that psychosis? Like a good example is the movie Matrix. We always bring out the example. Was in Neon, right? Or Neo. When he learned the truth, when he took, I think that was that red pill, right? He took that red pill.
Go back.
He started bugging out. He's like, hey, I got the fuck, But too late. You already got the truth. You already know who you are. Now it's time to go through that process of detoxification, man. All your impurities, coming out. Because really, bro, when you go into like a new diet or you do a detox, you go through a lot of anxiety. You might
Cold
get
turkey, basically.
Yep, cold turkey. You might get a cold, literally, the flu. You might get a fever. But that's the process of you becoming a better man or a new person, like it tells you in Romans the 12th chapter.
Yeah, you're like letting go of old stuff, and then you're like a fiend, like, oh fuck.
Se cuidan, hell.
I need my hit, but you're trying not to.
Yeah. Well, bring it out real quick, Romans 12, 1 through 2. Because that's the whole purpose of, because earlier we had this Issacharite, which is spiritual. His name is Angel, which means a messenger or Alahayim. He spoke about how when he came into the understanding of the basics of, Yahweh Shai, his life changed. He started leaving the weed. He stopped smoking weed, right? He left the drugs. He became a new man. And he said, well, physically and spiritually, the inward and the outward. And that's very important.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of Yahweh, that ye present your body a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
Yeah, the word holy means to be separate. Now, we might be in the midst of Babylon and their pollution, the valley of the shadow of death. But that means in your mind, your mindset has to be, different than the mindset of this world. Go ahead, Ag.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
There you go. The word renewing means to what? Transform. Like it tells you in the book of Psalms 119, how shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed according to the word. Man, the word's what's going to cleanse you. Go ahead, Ag.
That ye may be proved what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
And what is his will? A prophecy, man. Focus on prophecy. Endure. Try to keep your balance. As a matter of fact, just bring it out, 2 Corinthians 13th chapter. And primarily examining yourself. Hey, am I in faith? Am I reading? Praying. Am I consistent? Am I falling away? And if you're falling away, like it tells you in the book of Ecclesiasticus, what is it? Though you fell from the Lord, a lot of times, seek him 7-10 times, man. And every time you seek him, you got to come stronger. Go ahead,
2 Corinthians 13 and what?
13, and it should be in 1. Yep.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1. This is the third time I am coming to you.
The third time, which means understanding. Go ahead.
In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses.
Come on. Oh yeah, verse 5. That's a good one too.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith.
See that you gotta examine yourself. Go ahead.
Prove your own selves. Know ye not your Salat. Know ye not your own selves how the Yahweh Shai is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Hey, and I want to keep reading where it says, and you know that we are not reprobates. Okay, that's where you get the word reprobado. You might be like, for example, you might have been in middle school, 3rd grade, right? And then what happened during that whole year of you being in 3rd grade, you were fucking being a clown class, not doing your homework, talking back to the teacher, and what was the result? Hey, reprobado, back to the third grade, and you don't want that. Go ahead.
But I trust that ye should know that we are not reprobates.
We're not reprobates, man. And
Yeah.
pretty much, bro, reprobate could also mean you might be in the truth, right? You might be, in the knowledge. Next thing you know, you're already, breaking bread with the Catholic Church. Or you might end up a pedophile, and that's in Ecclesiasticus where it says, you want to look for it on your phone, bro.
Give me not the mind.
Where it says, 3 things do I hate.
Oh, okay.
A man of,
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
man of war that's in poverty, and then the third one is a man that turneth from righteousness back to sin. That's in I think that should be Sirach 26, bro, or Sirach. Por eso yo pienso que somos hindús, güey. En el frente de los dentes aquí. Yeah, it's right here with the green.
Why?
Yeah, because he was like staring for like a good 20 seconds. You know, because at times, a lot of Issachar be looking like Elam. Because, hey, we were in the Elamite Empire. We mixed amongst them, we mixed amongst our enemies, Elam. I think it's Sirach in the 20s, bro. Just type in men of war poverty. Men of war poverty. That's the spirit. Elam, Esau, Moab.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 28. There be 2 things that grieve my heart,
Yeah.
and the third making me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty.
And that's us, bro. In the spirit, we're men of war, and we're suffering poverty. Like Yahushua said, hey, though you might be poor, but you're rich in faith. Go ahead.
And man of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin.
There you go. So that's the example of being a reprobate. Turning from what? Read it one more time, bro. From Bakusha.
And one that returneth from righteousness to sin.
You see that? So, want to get Ezekiel, bro, 33? That's also an Ezekiel prophecy where you're going to have, before it will break loose, you might have a brother that, he might get tempted by the mark of the beast. He might have been in the highways and hedges for 10, 20 years. I remember, bro, I think it was an elder from Mississippi, 33, and he started at 1, but I'll get the point right now. The elder, he made a video, bro, how you would have elders, which we don't want that to happen, but you might. They might be,
I think I seen that video.
or you might have been in the truth for like 30 years, let's say. But in the last second, bro, you get tempted by the mark of the beast. And all those works you did, it's gone, bro. Vanity. Fuck. You see?
I think I seen that video.
30 years of vanity, bro. Now you might have a brother that's been in the truth for like just 1 month. And he might not take the mark of the beast, and he gets delivered, man. That's that balance of Yahweh, man. That's scary, man. We don't want to be, hey, Lord's will not, man. Go ahead, Ezekiel 33:1, and then the point is where it says, when a righteous man turned into his righteousness to wickedness, I will deliver him to the sword. Oh, I think that was in the previous precept. I didn't finish it. It's a block here.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of the people, of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their host, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet, and warn the people, then whosoever hear the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Right.
But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. But his blood would I require at the watchman's hand.
That's the false prophets. False prophets who are not out here in the highways and hedges, and we see them. Like those pastor pork chops that speak their doctrine. They're not out here, man. The blood's gonna be on their hands.
So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way. that wicked man should die in his iniquity, but his blood would I require at thy hand.
Hey, even though you might be wicked, righteous, we're still out here for you, man. There's no excuse. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked out of his way to turn from it, if he not turn from his way, he should die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Yep. But it don't say he's gonna go to hell, right? Because Jake, man, Jake is still in that. Jake says that he's not Catholic, but he's a Christian, but he believes in hell. That's the same doctrine as the Catholics, man.
I understand.
Go ahead, out.
Verse 10. Therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel. Thus ye speak, saying, if our transgression and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how shall we then live? Say unto them, as I live, say the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways. For why will ye die, O house of Israel? Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteous of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgressions. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turned from his wickedness.
That's in Proverbs where it says, though hand join hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. That goes for Esau, bro. You might want to save Esau. He might be those nice Edomites. He might open the door for you at 7-Eleven. He might pay for your bills and stuff like that. Hey, though hand join hand, man, he's still gonna get destroyed, / go into captivity, man. And that also applies to 2/3 of our people here in Babylon.
Okay. When I say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trusts to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered.
There you go.
But for his iniquity that he had committed, he should die for it.
There you go, man. So, hey, the Lord's very cold-hearted, man. You might be in the truth for, 40 years, bro. Right? And next thing you know, you're bowing down to the image of the beast. And that's a parable. I think it's a parable of, I forgot what parable was that slog, bro. But it goes in when Yahushua, he speaks about how you're gonna have like a seed that's gonna land on a certain.
The seeds that fall on rocks, others that fall. Yeah.
And one of those soils is like brothers that were in the truth on fire, and the tribulation came, the flood came,
The world.
and they choked. They're like, oh fuck. They also turn into hirelings, which a hireling is somebody that's just in the truth for pay. And I've noticed too, bro. I don't know if you seen a post from Elder Malkama. The Sakari, bro, like the main heads, they're selling breakdowns.
Damn.
And where the scripture says, hey, buy the truth, sell it not, spiritually. Okay, and they're selling. It's called Sakari Varsity.
Damn.
And it goes into 12 break. Who's Israel, man? Where the Lord gave you this freely. The scripture says, freely you give, freely receive, man. See? But hey, they gotta do what they gotta do, man. And even amongst the Sakari, or not just Sakari, man, even all the camps, all Israelite camps, whether you're IUIC, GMS, hey, like the elder, the main head from GMS, bro, you know what he said? The elder Tahar, he's like, hey, even amongst GMS, there's just wicked ass, members at Great Mill. So there's wicked ass members at IUIC, and vice versa. There's righteous man in various different camps, man. And that's where we're gonna have the elect. Hey, that brother Angel, he might have been with the elect. You just never know. Though he might spew madness, some false scriptures. Hey, the Lord might have mercy on him. Yeah, but that's the point, bro. The righteous turning from his righteousness and turning to wickedness, which is the mark of the beast.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 12. Wherefore Yahushua also, that he might sanctify the people with his own blood, suffer without the gate.
What scripture is that?
Hebrews.
Oh, that I sent?
Yeah.
What was it? Hebrews 12 to Monday?
13 and 12. Yeah.
13, 12? Damn. I think it was Hebrews 12.
Oh yeah, 13.
13 and 12. Like I ever tried to, where it goes into we seek a kingdom, city, a new one to come. It should be verse 2, bro. It's a lot.
Chapter 2?
Yeah, no, Hebrews 13 and 2, yeah. Because when I sent those precepts out, I was fucking, I was gone, wary.
What's this about?
Wherefore, damn, bro, I think that was in verse. Damn. we seek a continuing city. You want to Google that? Damn, slut. I know it was around Hebrews where it goes into how we seek a new kingdom. But in this kingdom that we're currently in, bro, we're not, we're not so-called, we're not happy. We can't enjoy ourselves, man. We can't enjoy, we want to enjoy our families. That's only like maybe like once a week, bro. Or like once every other week, okay? And then you might be a brother that might have to pay child support, paying money really to your baby mama. Because we have a lot of brothers in that scenario. And you might see your kid once a month, bro. And that's hell, that's catching hell. Okay? Try to have a day off at least, even if it's like a Sabbath, but even at times in the Sabbath, you gotta go to work, bro. 9 to 5 job, or even overtime. You might go fucking 10, 12 hours and shit on a Sabbath. Fuck.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 14.
Oh, it was 13. Okay.
For here we have no continuous city, but we seek one to come.
There you go, and that's the kingdom, man. And that's what Yahushua said. Store not your treasures on earth.
Treasure in heaven.
In heaven, where your mind is,
Your heart's gonna be.
Your heart, there's gonna be also the water, bro. Same thing applies to Hebrews 13 and 14. Want to read it one more time, bro?
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 14. For here have we no continuous city,
Yeah.
but we seek one to come.
We have no continuing city, man. This city, which is symbolism to Babylon the Great. It's hell, like the title of this camp session. Okay, we need salvation from this hell, man, because, and like the elder apostle Gabar, he always talks about how, hey, we're not living, we're just existing, bro. We're just hearing shit, and we're always a good example, bro. In the Old Testament, you don't have to get it, but there was an account where our ancestors, which is us, we were in the wilderness for 40 years, walking on circles, bro.
Oh yeah, 40 years.
Doing the same shit over and over, and that applies to now, bro. Like the 9 to 5 jobs, speaking in general. Okay, having to eat the same or consume the same foods, having to deal with the same people, looking at Esau, the same Edomite you've seen for like the past 2-3 years. Like, fuck, this is Edomite again? Fuck. See? Having to eat like sometimes the same foods, and hey, some brothers are poor, bro, that they might live like in the Mississippi area. All they have is McDonald's and Jack in the Box, bro. See what I'm saying? They might not have access to Whole Foods or some Walmarts and shit. So hey, they have no other choice but fuck McDonald's and and that's why a lot of brothers are moving out of state. Coming to like Chicago, California area, to get better nutrition. What's the next verse about?
2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 8. For said Hushai.
Want to start like 2 verses before that, Baba Hushai?
This is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 17, verse 6. And when Hushai was come to Absalom, Absalom spake unto him, saying, Ahithophel has spoken after this manner, say, we do after his saying, if not, speak thou. And Hushai said unto Absalom, the counsel that Ahithophel had given is not good at this time.
So there's the account of Ahithophel persecuting David. I believe that's what it is. Hello.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am. You may.
Do you know where is this location?
Okay.
Straight to your left side.
Oh,
Yeah.
like on that side?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's like the third time.
Yeah. I've been counting them as a fourth.
Four?
Two today, one last week, and then the last month we had another one right
It's funny
right
because
here.
like, don't they notice when they're like walking around there?
La mayoría como son pinches chinos, güey, no miran, güey. Yeah, I don't know.
Verse 8. But said Hosea, thou knowest thy father and his men, that they might be mighty men.
Yeah, and that's the spirit of us. The Lord's will, we are those mighty men. And when you're a mighty man, bro, you're a soldier, you go through rigorous, that's the word, or rigorous.
Rigomoris?
Rigorous, which goes into like an intense. And for example, here in Coronado, every year they hold a camp called BUDS, Basic Underwater Demolition, where if you want to be a Navy SEAL candidate, bro, you got to go through a period of Hell's Week. And during Hell's Week, which is around, not exactly the week, like 5 days, you get no sleep. And if you do, you might just get a total 2 hours in those 5 days, bro. And all you do is you carry logs, you work as a team, you do non-stop pull-ups, non-stop push-ups, you do non-stop swimming, non-stop everything, bro. And only the strong survive. And every I believe it was like every hour, bro, you would have like a candidate from the Navy SEAL. He would ring that little bell. Ding, 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 ding. He's like, hey, gotta give it up. I can't. Hey, but only the strong survive, man. The ones that have the strongest, because physically everybody's through, bro. They're all like tired and shit. Even though they might be like buff, might bench press 400 pounds. It's all mental. And there's a very famous Navy SEAL soldier, but I probably know him, David Goggins.
Yeah.
David Goggins, which he wrote a lot of books, and one of his books that he wrote, about mental toughness, he speaks about the only way to overcome obstacles is to breaking it down. You might, Hell's Week might have 5 days, but you gotta go, 1 day at a time. Okay, this hour I'm gonna do 100 push-ups, 200 pull-ups. You gotta break down, the days, the hours, and the minutes. But if you go through it all thinking about, tomorrow, you're gonna break down, you're gonna give up. That's just one example of, mental toughness, which I believe is a Jake. Might be an Israelite because he's a motivational speaker. But as an example of a man of war, you want to read that one more time, bro?
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 17, verse 8. For say Hosea, thou knowest thy father and his man, that they be mighty men, and they be chafed in their mind.
Yeah, the word chafed, or it's also pronounced chaff. That's where you get the word irritated, bro.
Yeah.
Because a soldier, bro, bug out. A lot of soldiers, bro, when they come back from war, PTSD, they have something known as PTSD, which is an acronym, which means post-traumatic stress disorder. And that happens when they see traumatic events. They might see the death of a teammate, or they might have seen death, or maybe they could have come back with a broken leg or something, just different scenarios. And that causes traumatic events. That's why every 4th of July, whenever they listen to, whenever soldiers listen to fireworks, a lot of them panic, bro. Same thing for us, the prophets, man. Hey, at times we might get traumatic events when we have visions of prophecy, like our forefather Ezra. He said, "What? Woe is me, who shall deliver me, from this hell?" Literally, right? And that's the same spirit that we're in. We're chapped, we're irritated. And if it tells you in the book of, I think that's in Job, bro, if I'm not mistaken, where it says Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Oh, yeah.
He was irritated, he was chapped. And the word chapped also means rubbed the wrong way, which means people offend you. You might get offended by maybe like a heathen looking at you the wrong way, by small things. And because you're a soldier, you got to keep your composure, man, because you're more austere, you're more experienced. So any little thing somebody tries to do to your spirit in a negative way, and you're gonna you wanna go berserk on them, bro. But you gotta hold your peace. Hey, Yahushua said what? Be ye angry and sin not. Don't let the sun, go down before the wrath. The roughly paraphrasing, man. So I want to read that one more time, bro. Finish it off where it says, the bear, like unto a bear.
Be trapped in their minds as a bear robbed of her whelps in the field.
Yeah, because it's like you might be like in the animal world, like that's what Esau does. Esau will see a bear in their family, to get the bears and put them in the zoo. Hey, the mom's gonna get angry. Go ahead.
And the father is a man of war.
Hey, Yahushua, he's a man of war. Yahushua, Exodus 15:3. So a man of war in captivity, hey, that's hell, bro. Because we got conquered, man. We got conquered. We lost our customs, our heritage, our way of life, man.
Our identity.
Yeah.
Everything we had, we lost it. Our fuck ups.
Yeah, our fuck ups.
Our foreign fathers fuck ups and our personal fuck ups.
No. And that's what we're chatting with the spirit when they call us Mexicans or religious. Because earlier I heard, religion.
Yeah.
That shit, like low key, like even though we keep our composure, those
It's
Small
annoying.
little- It's annoying.
It's annoying because then you ask them, what's the difference from Bible and religion? They don't even know. It's the same thing. No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not the same thing.
And they see us that we're ignorant, but hey, we see you as you're ignorant. Matter of fact, real quick precept, Acts, fourth chapter, bro. I think that's Acts 4 and like around 13. Acts 4 and 13, where it goes into how the Pharisees thought that Peter and John were ignorant men.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 13. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John,
Yeah.
they perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men.
And that's the majority, I'll say, the majority of these spirits that pass by here, they see us as ignorant men. Or they might see us as, or mistaken us as Elamites. Oh, look at these Elamites. They look like Middle Easterns, whatever, because we're from Issachar. They think we're ignorant. Okay, but go ahead.
They marveled and they took knowledge of them.
But as soon as they speak to us, right, about prophecy about the last days, they marvel. Go ahead.
That they have been with Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, they'll be like, man, they definitely learned from someone. That someone is not a regular person. That someone is the higher ups, which are elders, apostles, under Yahweh Shai.
Like earlier, the first Jake, Issachar, remember?
Yeah.
We were waiting for the camera to turn on.
Oh yeah, Jake.
We were just busting out the precepts and he was like, oh, snap.
Yeah. At first he looked like a little, kind of like excited what we're gonna teach him. Kind of looked like, And then as soon as we started bringing out the image of Christ, that he's Issachar, his countenance just started changing. He's like, I don't know if you saw that, bro. And then
Right, see, he just, like, we wanted to say something than what we were bringing now.
he couldn't.
He couldn't. He's like,
resist it.
damn, like, these vatos know what they're talking about.
Yeah, because if they knew, not they, but if he knew if he wanted to speak over us, I'll be like, he already knew we're gonna bust the scripture because of the way we're bringing it out. It wasn't us really, it was the Spirit, And he marveled spiritually. He perceived that, hey, we weren't really unlearned men. Because really, bro, at times the Lord could have it where He might put the Spirit on people to see us as very young, even though we look young, though. Even younger, like a 20. Because at times we get that. Oh, you like you're in your 20s,
Yeah.
25s.
Last week,
Oh, come on.
he looked at us all young, and then we had told him our age. He's like, oh, you're
Yeah.
mature for your age. We're like,
So the Lord could do that, man. The Lord could put the Spirit on people. Hey, to make it seem that we might be still in high school, little high schoolers. You just, hey, that's the Lord's power. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 23, bro. I think it's Jeremiah 23. And if you can find it, 23, 24, 23, 23, where it says, is that too hard for me? Or you can type it in. Is anything too hard for me? I think that's Jeremiah 23. And that's also in Philippians where it says, I can do all things through Yahweh Shai that blesses me. But the main point is Jeremiah. Type in Jeremiah, is that too hard for me?
this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 27.
32, 27 to what?
Behold, I am the Adawan,
Yep.
the Yahweh of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
Hey, the Lord could do that, man. The Lord could put the Spirit on a heathen to look at us a certain way. See, to perceive. Hey, Yahweh Shai said in the book of Proverbs, the first chapter, a man of understanding shall perceive knowledge. Okay, and have counsel. But on the left-hand side, the Lord might have it where, again, the heathens might see us differently. Like earlier, like I was telling the brother, there was an Elamite, and I perceived it in my spirit. He was looking at us like, kind of looked like our people.
Oh, the one with the glasses.
Yeah, the one with the glasses. He couldn't stop staring. He was just like, what the fuck? But then again, you understand, you're like, hey, the Lord might put it on his spirit. He might think we're like his people, bringing out the Bible. He's like, what the fuck? Hindu Bible? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Go ahead, Og, next precept.
The book of Psalms, chapter 23, verse 1. The Adawan is my shepherd. I should not want. He make me to lie down in green pastures.
Yeah, it says Yahweh Shai is our shepherd, right? He's our leader, and we should not want. Meaning we have everything, bro. Really. Oh yeah, the Lord Yahweh Shai is my shepherd. I should not want. Meaning we have everything, bro. Really. We got the understanding of the Bible. Physically, we might not have, nothing, because in the kingdom, we're gonna have everything. Right now, we're just gonna go through hell, again for the seventh captivity, which is the last one. But now we're receiving spiritual wants and needs, and more needs than wants. Go ahead, Ak.
He make me to lie down in green pastures.
Which is the scriptures. The scriptures is like unto green pastures. And that's the spirit. Aren't we just standing on the green pastures?
Yeah. He leaded me besides the still waters.
Yeah, still water will be kind of like a waterfall. You follow that waterfall for a long period of time. It turns like into like a river, and it flows. It's stable. And like even Bruce Lee said it.
Be like
Be
water.
like water. Be like water, my friend.
Water comes in the cup, becomes the cup. Yeah,
Put it into a teapot. It becomes the teapot. The water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Verse 3.
Jake.
He restores my soul. He leaded me in the paths of righteousness for
Yeah.
his name's sake.
How can the Lord restore your soul? Through the word. Okay, now you might have a physical ailment. Okay, and you could heal yourself via, medicine, herbs. But if that can't heal you, the word's what's gonna heal you. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
And what is the valley of the shadow of death? America, Babylon the Great.
I will fear no evil.
And the Lord, that's the commandment. And the law, it tells you when you go to war, fear not. And if you fear, even if you put the spirit of fear on a brother, you might be, hey, I'm not sure. It's 10 against 2 odd. I'm not sure. Hey, the Lord, be like, what the fuck? Well, that comes through experience, gaining that faith, man, that wisdom.
For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, thy comfort.
Yeah, what is that rod? Remember when Moses, bro, when he was going against Pharaoh, he had a rod. And then that rod, it was like a stick. The Lord gave him power for it to turn into what? A serpent. Oh, I thought what? A serpent. See? And now the modern day serpent is the scriptures on the right hand side.
Thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
And we broke that down, maybe that was like 3 months ago. We broke it down in the camp session how that table is a council. We sit down, we speak about our next move, before going against the enemy. And a good book to read is Sun Tzu. The Art of War speaks about that. Having a council, sitting your ass down with brothers, okay, and speak about how you're gonna overcome the enemy.
Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over.
Yeah, you see, it's like a brother might ask you, hey, or you don't even have to. You don't even have to ask you. You might want to offer that, right? He might be at your house. You're, hey, Og, you want some water, some cold water? All right, Og. And you might want to get over righteous. You pour the cup of water just for it to flow over, which is an example of having overabundance of the truth, which is the scriptures. Right,
Verse 6, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.
Yep.
I will dwell in the house of the Otto One forever.
Man, and that's the Lord's will. Okay, we abide in the house of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai forever, which is his tabernacle, man. And earlier, this is Jake by the name of Angel, that's spiritual. He was mentioning a lot of accounts of, he's like, yeah, Yahweh Shai, he didn't say Yahweh Shai, but he said Christ, he's gonna sit on the throne of Solomon. And he was right about that, because it was David, and then David was translated to Solomon, and then that kingdom, which, Solomon is Yahweh Shai, that's why I asked him, about reincarnation, but he didn't understand.
It's like, no.
Well, matter of fact, bring this scripture out real quick. Matthew, bro. Fuck. Type it in. Just put Matthew. It should be 10.
Isaiah being John.
Yeah, where it says, "Whose son is this?" The Lord said unto my Lord, "Whose son is this?" And then at the end it says, "It didn't." And from there, they didn't ask him no more questions.
Sit down next to my Lord.
Yeah,
My Lord says to my Lord.
that's in Matthew. Just type in Matthew 10. There's one in Psalms 110, but the point is Matthew. The Gospel of Matthew.
This is the book.
They start a verse before that just to get the account.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 44. The Lord. Oh wait. Verse 43. While the Pharisees were gathered together, Yahweh Shai asked them, saying, "What think ye of Yahweh Shai? Whose son is he?" They said unto him, "The son of David." He said unto them, How then do David in spirit call him Lord, saying, The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit down on my right hand, till I make thy enemies thy footstool. If David then call him Lord, how is he his son?
Yeah, how is the father gonna call his son Lord? That's not in our customs. Go ahead.
And no man was able to answer him a word. Neither durst any man from that day forth ask him any more questions.
Since then nobody asked him questions, because that's a cut to a lot of these false doctrines that don't believe in reincarnation, bro. You're like, what? What? Solomon is Messiah, and Christ is the son of David. But how? That was like 1,000 years. You see, people start bugging out. That's why they're asking more questions. They're like, hey, you can't ask him no more questions because he always has an answer to my questions, and he always rebuttals. That's the word.
The book of Job, chapter 10, verse 1.
Yeah.
My soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in bitterness of my soul.
And every day, bro, brothers, you might speak to a brother, he might be in bitterness, and like the elders always say, hey, all you gotta do when a brother speaks to you, just open your ears, man. Sometimes you don't even have to talk. A brother just needs somebody to hear him out.
Listen to man.
To listen, man, and that's it. Hey, and if you need any advice, hey, the brother could ask you, or even though he might not ask for advice, just spare my hop on you. Hey, give him some advice and wisdom. Okay, read that one more time, bro. I am weary in my soul.
This is Job, chapter 10, verse 1. My soul is weary of my life.
And that's what the word or the name Job means: persecuted, hated, or weary. And that's the same spirit that we're on. We're in a weary spirit. Go ahead.
I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul.
And we're in bitterness, and that's where we get the word America. That's where we get the word amargado.
Verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death.
And that's back going into the book of Psalms 23, the valley of the shadow of death. Go ahead, read that one more time, bro.
Verse 21. It's the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 21. Before I go whence I shall not return, or even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death.
Yeah, this is a land of darkness, man. Though you might see light, it might be sunny. You might go to different cities that has. I remember I was at the Claremont spot, bro, and I already saw it was a house already with the Christmas lights.
Guys, do you know what's the name of this park?
Prado.
Prado.
Prado or Balboa Park? It's both.
Balboa?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're
man.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome, man.
Balboa.
Prado or Balboa, yep. Prado is this section, and Balboa is just like kind of like divided.
Verse 22. A land of darkness, as darkness itself.
Oh, yeah, like I was saying, bro, like a little city that I was in, little town. It was already nighttime. It was like around 10, and there was a house. It was full of Christmas lights.
Oh, damn.
I was like, bro, it's barely July, not even December, Christmas, and they already have these different lights. You know, because here in Babylon the Great, especially in America's finest city, hey, you might see a couple of houses with a bunch of light,
Or Halloween stuff.
or yeah, or still Halloween stuff. They still have that spirit, bro. You know, the spirit of I think it's like Jeremiah 10, the spirit of the heathen, the spirit of what's that word? Feasts and high holy days on the left hand side. Go ahead on.
Verse 21. A land of darkness, as darkness itself, and of shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is, as darkness.
There you go. So though you might see light, hey, it's still darkness because it's worshiping other idols, man. And it says the land of out of order. Everything's out of order. The animals, really, bro. When it gets hot,
Without any order, yeah.
the ants are not supposed to be behaving like in that manner. You see them all over the ground and shit. They're supposed to be in order, man. You see, fucking pedophilia is now the new normal, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
But like yesterday, like last week when Kevin was asking, who Sodom meant pedophilia, I'm like, okay. It got me thinking, if it means pedophilia, don't you think that the guys that were like sleeping with kids were also sleeping with boys, not just girls, and they're gonna be gay? So that's a cut for you.
Yeah.
Because he kept arguing about, oh, well, Sodom doesn't mean homosexual, it means pedophilia. I'm like, well, those that were if it's pedophilia, then they're sleeping also with boys and girls,
Yeah.
not just girls.
Yeah, because really, when you break down the word Sodom, bro, and Gomorrah, it means lust and fire, or burning their lust. And when you're burning your lust, hey, well, you see like it tells you in the book of Sirach, as the king, so is the people. Who's the number one pedophile currently, bro? The U.S. President, Joe Butthead.
Yeah.
He's a pedophile.
Freak, man, with kids.
And there's thousands of videos of him, giving a speech, and then on his post speech, there'll be like a little girl,
He be touching
walking
them up,
towards
man.
him. Yeah, he'll touch him. He'll grab him by the ass, grab him by the neck and shit.
You can give them like some pervertic ass compliments to them, to little ass kids. Like, what the hell?
Fucking, I seen another video, bro. There was I'm about to look for it. there was this little kid, bro. Like he was kind of like right next to Joe Biden, but he had ice cream, and then Joe Biden just can't start licking his ice cream, bro. Like what the fuck, bro?
Nasty ass motherfucker.
You fucking dog. Well, I wouldn't even call him a dog. Worse than a dog, bro. Fucking 2/3 of a human being, man. What the fuck?
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 27, and cannot comprehend it, the things that are
One
promised.
star, one verse before
Okay.
that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel.
Yeah, the more you search, like this one. I remember 3 months ago I seen this. It was like a meme, a video meme. It was this professor. He was making a class statement. He had kind of like a diagram. He said, look, the more you fuck around, or the more you'll find out. Have you seen that
Oh
one?
yeah, I didn't.
Hey, well, the more you try to comprehend, the more you're gonna marvel. Read that one more time, Hog.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest,
The more you fuck around,
the more thou shalt marvel.
hey, the more you'll find out, man.
For the world hasted fast to pass away.
Which is a good thing and a bad thing, because you have brothers that they might be new in the truth, new babes, and they already want to know the breakdown of the book of Daniel, or the book of Ezra and the 12 feathers of, the Roman Empire. Hey, that's gonna bug you out, man. But if you're an experienced brother, after like 5, 7, 10, 20 years, hey, you're gonna marvel. You're gonna have more faith, and you're gonna understand, history better.
And
Right on.
cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time.
Hey, we
Dude.
can't even comprehend that, bro. Though we might be in the truth for 30 years, we might know all the breakdowns from the scriptures. Hey, we can't. Even Apostle Paul said, "I can put it in words." The kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, man, it's so beautiful that no words can explain it. Go ahead,
To come, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities.
The world's sick, bro.
It is.
I was reading an article that every human being has at least one cancer cell, bro. And that cancer cell might be cancer in the liver, cancer in the heart and the brain, skin cancer, ear cancer, all kinds of cancers, bro. Oh, I was also reading, bro, there was this company, this Edomite company. What was the name? I think it was Tyson. There's a company that Esau has, bro, where they produce fucking, ¿cómo se llama? What was it? Camón, güey? Like eggs and shit.
Omelets?
Oh, the cacerola. The little thing that you use the material to do the eggs. When you cook the little
Pan?
the pan, the water. So there's a pan that Esau
Oh,
created.
it's non-sticky.
The non-sticky is called the forever chemicals.
Oh shit.
And that's just what's causing everybody to get sick, bro, because they put like a so-called, I don't know what they do to that material, the sticky shit, bro. That the first time when you cook on it, the oil and stuff like that, when you eat it, it has like some type of cancer, bro.
Little metals and stuff.
Chemicals, Salakia. Oh, forever chemicals. And that's why everybody's sick, bro.
Everybody's sick.
Even healthy tourists, because you have tourists that come to Babylon the Great, and they might be fully healthy, but they might go to a fucking real quick drive-through. Shit, they start getting sick, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague.
So
Which
why is that though? Why do we get sick? Broke the laws of the Heavenly Father, man. It's that easy.
Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will the Lord bring upon thee, until thou be destroyed.
There you go, man. That's why, hey, the Lord destroyed us. Not fully, but He did it in a way where the heathens now are making fun of us. We're like, the Lord's people. Finally, we can open our businesses and deceive them. Sell them an iPhone charger for $20. Where in reality, those motherfuckers cost like $5. I went to Ross last time. It was like fucking $4.99. I was like, what the fuck? But that was before this one broke.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8.
Yep.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Still to this day, man. To this day. I forgot what video was that. I think it was a Jake. He's like, to this
That's,
day.
Weiler.
Weiler?
Yeah.
Okay, I had to rewatch that. He said, to this day. To this time. To this time. Yeah.
See his eyes,
yeah.
and
To
the
this
reporter was
day.
just scared, like, oh shit.
Yeah, como peloncito, ¿no? Is it kind of bald?
No, he had like a skin fade on the side. I think he had braids.
Shit, I haven't seen that video in a long time. So parecía like Civic. Yeah. To this day. Right.
Behold, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. for reproach and a curse,
for reproach and a curse.
and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers,
Yeah.
which departed from the Lord, our Yahweh.
Still to this day, you know, my man, I fucking sound like pinche, ¿cómo se llama? El pinche, not Malcolm X. El Judah broke it. He tried to save Israel, Southern Kingdom. Martin Luther King. I have a dream that today humanity will be equal and free. And that's even prophecy where it says that in the last days you're gonna have Jakes that are gonna say, I have a dream, where the Lord didn't send him. See, so hey, still to this day, man, we're subject to payments. Not only that, bro, but when you purchase a product from Esau, you still gotta pay taxes for that.
Yeah, you got it.
Like a 20, not so much, like 8.7% tax. And we're still out here, man, enduring.
Are you guys videotaping this?
Yeah, we do that first of all for our safety, and second of all for the whole world to see. Gospel throughout the four winds of the earth.
You guys do this every day?
Now every weekend. As a body, every day, yes. But as a camp, we do it weekly, sometimes every other week, depending on our schedule.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 10. For the Son.
For God so loved the world
No, he didn't appear.
that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believe in him shall not perish.
Well, who's the world? The world is speaking about the world of Israel. Just like here in San Diego, you got the world of Zoo World, Sea World,
Basketball.
Basketball world,
Boxing.
boxing
That
world.
would-
Baseball.
That world is only the world of his people, not the whole world. He didn't come for the whole world. He's only coming for his people. The good news is bad news for others.
Really?
Yes, that's the gospel. That's the good news.
Are we bad people?
Are we the bad people?
We're bad, huh?
I mean, everybody's a sinner, man. We're all sinners. Well, the real sinner, if you want to speak technically and literalmente, literally, it's Esau.
And through your history, your history tells you.
Yeah, and when you go to Wikipedia, just type in who is Esau, and then it tells you people from European descent, the Caucasian Mountains. I don't know, you might be, you might not, we just don't know. Well, we have family members that look like you, bro. Hey, well, really, we don't, man. It's just the saying, brothers have family members that look like you. Well, a lot of them are actually descendants of Israelites. So we don't judge according to the outer appearance, but
by the spirit.
we judge by the spirit, because there was a lot of intermingling throughout history. A lot of seed of the Israelites with the seed of the other nations. Hey, so you might be an Israelite, you might not be. The spirit bears witness, man.
You guys are Israelites?
We're the real Israelites, the real Hebrew Israelites,
According to the Bible.
according to the Bible, and according to prophecy, which is the
History,
Bible.
yeah, history, prophecy.
I thought it was a fat cigarro.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 10.
Yeah.
For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost.
Yeah. And who's that which was lost? Let's get Jeremiah 51 and 4. 50 and 4.
50 and 4?
Yeah, 50 and 4. He came to gather those who were lost. Hey, didn't Yahushua say, go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel?
Yeah.
He didn't say, go to the lost sheep of the house of Esau or the house of Elam.
He said 50 and what?
You want to make him go around, bro? Because I ain't trying. This way.
Well, he's around the pole there.
Yeah.
50 and what?
Hey,
it should be-
you guys take care of
Hey,
each
you
other
too, man. 51 and 4 slot.
Let's show these things. Oh, this one. I think it was 53. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. 53. Oh, no, there ain't no 53.
Try 50, bro. It's 50. Try 50 and 7. Oh, right here, verse 6.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 6. My people have been lost sheep.
Who are the Lord's people? Hey, let's break it down. First Kings 6:13.
First Kings and what?
6 and 13.
6 and 13.
Hey, my people have been lost sheep. Who are the Lord's people? Quick cut, quick breakdown. First Kings 6 and 13. We'll get more, but let's get to the point.
This is the book of First Kings, verse chapter 6, verse 13.
Yep.
And I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will not forsake my people, Israel.
There you go. Straight to the point. Who are the Lord's people? The Israelites, man.
Which other one? That's it?
I mean, there's more Exodus. I don't really remember it from the top of my mind, but that's one.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
Yeah.
They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill.
From kingdom to kingdom, from city to city.
They have forgotten their resting place.
Which is what? Which is Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. And now we're resting in a different bed, which is the bed of the ramera, right? That great whore, man. That she looks panicked, bro. She was looking at her little panic, like viejita.
Oh, yeah?
Like como que quiso venir para acá, and then she gave us like that look, like what the fuck? Yeah, you know, she started holding her husband away. Yeah, se fue.
Let's go.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, let's get the fuck up out of here before they expose us. Well, guess what, Esau, you're already exposed.
Yep.
Luke 8:17.
Those skirts being lifted up.
Yep, uncover the skirt, lift up thy thighs, something like that.
This is the book of John, chapter 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
So I seen since I was on IG, you know, brothers have social media. Yeah, a lot of our women, even the heathen women, they'll have on their bio, I love life. You know, I love my life. And those
Or
are the
living life.
living life. That's an example of loving life. So you're gonna have those same spirits when all hell break loose, hey, they're gonna lose their life. You want to read that one more time? Those who say that they love their life, and you gotta really hate your life, you know, in the spirit.
It's the book of John, chapter 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Now, does that mean you gotta go up to every Edomite, every heathen, you know, every other spirit and say, I hate you? No, you gotta use wisdom, man. You gotta use a spiritual guide as well. You gotta operate with wisdom in the system. But inwardly in your spirit, you gotta be like, hey, I fucking hate this place.
Yeah.
You know, I fucking hate this Babylonian, philosophies, man.
It's bullshit. They're pushing towards everybody.
Yeah.
And they want us to accept it.
Fuck that. They want to make it the new normal.
Yeah.
It's normal to be only. Hey, like 2 weeks ago, bro, we were breaking it down. We're speaking about Esau Edom and his LGBT movement. Next thing you know, it's two fucking Edomites, fucking holding hands and shit, well dressed, you know, just got married, heading into a fucking honeymoon and shit.
And I think they were doing a photo shoot or something, yeah.
Yeah, well, kind of like a photo shoot. That shit vexes you. You're like, oh fuck, man, we're not gonna have this in the kingdom. We ain't gonna have no fucking Edomite holding hands in the kingdom, or no Israelite holding hands in the kingdom. And we're gonna have an Israelite man holding hands with his woman, or
His wives.
his wives,
Multiple wives.
his multiple wives, or even you know, concubines, you know, giving brothers massages.
That's right.
See, and that's all prophecy, man. Which really the kingdom of heaven is not. You know, the point is not just a woman. And like Scarface once said in one of his books, you probably know the quote. He's like, first you get the money, you know.
Oh yeah, first you get the money.
First you get
then
the
you
money.
get the power.
Get the
and
power.
then you get the chicas.
Get the chicas. And what's the real money? Hey, the scriptures. And then it comes with the power,
And we get everything else.
and then we get everything else. Cause
The
really,
world is
bro,
yours.
I'd rather have a chariot than a fucking woman, bro. You know?
Like,
Yeah. You know? But for the sakes of procreation, you gotta have a woman, bro. And that,
like in Genesis, be fruitful and multiply.
it can. Especially if you're an Israelite man, cause hey, the Lord blesses with a bunch of seed, bro.
Yep. You see it in our people, man. They be popping babies like crazy. Like, damn,
nothing,
man.
bro. Even in our captivity, bro. And that's why Pharaoh, and not just Pharaoh, but Herod, tried to kill the first born of Israel.
Yeah.
Because he knew, hey, shit, hey, this chick might end up having 20 kids.
Yeah.
This chick might end up having 30 kids. In captivity, bro. Whoa, let's get a quick precept, bro. Numbers, where it says, one shall be 1,000, one of you shall be 1,000.
I think that's Isaiah. I think I was reading Isaiah.
To water, bro. So we could. I think that was the last precept, Bob.
Yeah, that was the
Okay.
last
Fuck it. Let's get this one. I mean, that was the last precept, but the Spirit wants to bring it out. You know, because hey, be fruitful and multiply. And real quick, we want to break it down. I shared this like half a year ago, bro. And
Yeah, there you go.
Story.
Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah,
Okay.
chapter 60, verse 22. A little one shall become 1,000,
Yeah.
and a small one a strong nation. I, the out of one, was hasted in his time.
That's prophecy, man. So even one brother of a specific tribe is gonna have his own nation, bro. He's gonna have his own planet. He's gonna have his his own name towards his planet. Just like Esau has patents, right? Patents for everything, buildings, foods. And we're gonna have a patent for our planet, man. Shit, planet Issachar, planet Yeshashkar, and then right next to that planet we might have various moons and suns, various constellations and shit. Your type of chariot, what color your kingdom's gonna be. You want a sapphire, you want sterling silver. You know, hey, Yahushua said, I will give you all your heart's desire. Hey, what kind of woman you want? You want this little North Korean, Ammonite, Moabite chick, short, tall? Yeah, fucking snow bunny. You know, you want this Eve from Benjamite.
What kind of wine?
Oh, what kind of wine you want?
What kind of feast? All of them, man. Clothes, car, oh man.
Man,
I mean,
chariots.
we're willing, we're the 144 and we're get the car fly.
Yeah. Which that's part of the power, and then when we get the power, we go to our wives. Hey, give her a ride. For the second time, because the first time she got a ride, it was with a chariot. We picked her ass up, got delivered because of the Lord's mercy. Hey, you want to ride for the sake, you know? Hey, so our people, hey, that's the kingdom. These are the preludes of the kingdom of heaven, bro. Which is really is money, because money is gold, resources, minerals, power, which is His word, and the woman, which is our another equal. I would say not equal as in,
Our help me, our rib.
the water. That's the word. Help me to procreate, man. Procreate what? More Israelite, man.
And it's gonna be beautiful, man. They're gonna be in order.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have to argue nothing.
No more arguing, bro, because we're gonna have the laws inside of us.
And like everybody's gonna be balling out, basically.
Even
Our people are gonna be balling out, and the heathens are gonna ball out, but our people are gonna be ball out more.
even the poorest Jake that God destroyed in this kingdom on the first go around, he's gonna be balling. Be like, damn, Jake. You might think a brother might have, for example, here in captivity, Jake out there here in Chicano Park in San Diego, you might see a Issacharite with the fucking sick ass low rider, bro. Two-time champion. Then Issacharite from LA comes to compete against him, but he's a 4-time champion. That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom. You might see a brother. Oh man, that brother got a sick ass chariot, man. A little sapphire, and the other brother come through, emerald. Damn, odd. Now we're not gonna have the spirit of envy no more, because we're gonna have the laws inside of us. So that's gonna motivate us. Hey, well, shit,
Be loving each
righteous competition, bro.
Like, damn, brother, look at this. Fly ass buckle. Wait a minute, look at that. What? I'm gonna get a better one. Watch. I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Get up. What's up?
Shit. Hey, you want to raise?
Right?
Fucking Star Wars and shit. Hey, but we're speaking about the outward now. What about the inward? Like inside the chariot, right? How it's gonna look.
I don't know, man. But I be seeing some stuff that Esau be doing in the cars. I'm like, damn, that looks fly as hell. It makes me think like our shit gonna be flyer than that.
And that's just like a minute amount of power that the Lord gave Esau. Like it tells you in Ezra, hey, the world was made for our sakes. That's a quick cut, man, for all you heathens that say, well, the world is for everybody. Nah, it's for Israel's sakes, man. The trees, it belongs to us. The fruits, the concubines, the slaves, Esau belongs to us, bro. That's why we notice, bro, though, like, we're coming out more in the house and the hedge, that's his body, but the heathens are more like attracted, like, oh shit, like what the fuck, worthy? Hey, we gotta be even an example to the heathens, man. See? Hey, with that, we pray this camp session was edifying, man. The title was "We Need Salvation from This Hell," man. And Lord's will, the Lord come back ASAP, to deliver His elect, the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners who are scattered amongst the heathen, man. Hey, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us 100% truth. Abba, Shalom, and Kwam Yasharallah. Shalom, Shalom.